Japan, 1592, the Sengoku period. This is a time filled with war, betrayal, roaming samurai, death, and destruction. It started in the dark of the night. First there was fire, then there were screams, and then there was blood. Rain falls on the streets of a forgotten city in Hojo clan territory. The rain comes down in sheets, mixing with the blood. Blood that has been laid across the stone pavers, like a thick red ink, becoming a viscous mix of whatever liquid was left in the gutters, after 5 hours of hell on earth. What was once a prosperous city is now a smoldering heap of lost dreams and the souls of the damned. A man walks alone, his footsteps confident through the rain, each step echoing with the jangle and clang of trinkets and protective charms. This sound in stark contrast to the dying wails of the city. As he walks, eventually the sounds of his footfall are masked by the crunching and snapping of flesh. He approaches. There's a beast sitting in front of him, gnawing on a pile of corpses. He approaches, slowly unsheathing his sword and taking a book from his side. As he begins to approach the beast, he opens the book and begins to read. Dear Lord, hear me. I have slain them. By word of my mouth, by actions of my deeds, my judgments go forth like lightning, for I desire mercy, not sacrifice, and the knowledge of God, rather than burnt offerings. But they, like Adam, have transgressed the covenant. They are unfaithful. As it fades to black, and the sounds and screams of a forgotten era are silenced. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Cain. So today we're going to be playing Cain. Cain is a tabletop role-playing game which is heavily inspired by Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen, Persona, tiny bit of SCP. It is just a mix of good stuff. Very shonen-like, very anime-like. Everyone's depressed, everyone's traumatized, and we're having a good time. Just a little content warning. Cain itself as a system thrives on trauma. It's a core part of the series, so if you are not okay with that, probably go ahead and click away now. We'll just do a little player introduction and GM introduction first. My name is Emma. I use she, her pronouns. I'm going to be the admin and the game master today.
Hi, I'm Sumner. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing the character Connell.
Hi, my name is Skye. I use she, her pronouns, and I will be playing the character Phan.
Cool. Hi, I'm assuming I'm next. Hi, I'm Naren, and I'll be playing the character Ryuji.
Hi, I'm Rylee. I use she, they pronouns, and I'll be playing the character Ivy.
Alright, well, if we're all good to go, we'll just go ahead and hop right into it and just get started. The year is 1980X, and the weight of humanity's sins is great. The unspoken evil that lies behind all of our eyes. This evil must be dealt with until it is gone, until it is nothing more than a memory, a monster under the bed, until nothing remains, until the sin is wiped away. The hotbed that is Tokyo, home to 30 million people, their desires, their fears, their lust for life, seeps into the hidden corners of the city, bringing us to you, the operatives. It is your job to hunt the sins. It is your job to be the monster in the dark that deals with the creatures under the bed. As exorcists, it is the only purpose you have, because you are in fact not considered human. To work for Cain is to postpone a death sentence levied upon you since birth. Welcome to Tokyo. Phan, you come into consciousness as... Actually, I should ask you about this.
Yes,
Does the door notify you as it unlocks?
100%.
Okay. What would it say to you as it the like electronic lock in itself is activated as a key card is slid in between the magnetic strip reader?
I don't think it says anything. I think it's some kind of signal that only I am able to detect.
Okay. This like sharp little impulse, this spark in the like base of your skull, kind of jolts you awake ever so slightly as you are stripped from the half-life that is sleep and jolted into consciousness. The door slides open, and outside of it stands no one. There's just a small piece of paper. Would you like to pick it up?
I'll look over. I'll see what's going on.
Yeah. You walk out of the like concrete cell that you were held in to the sounds of like office ambiance and stuff like that from the floors above you. You can look out the windows. You see the Tokyo cityscape, the hustle and bustle of the city, and you look down and pick up this piece of paper. It reads just a very, simple, bureaucratic. All it says is, new official transfer, Tokyo Division 12.
Phan looks very disappointed as she walks out the door, grazing the door with her hand, and just says, "Thank you, sir."
You feel this almost like appreciation come from the object, this acknowledgement of a purpose that it has served. This like, you're welcome. And you walk away down the hallway towards office number 12.
Does Cain have an official library?
Cain does have an official library.
Yeah, Connell would be in the library. He was actually in the middle of a college equivalency test, specifically for English.
Connell, you find yourself in the Cain Sanctioned Library, head buried deep in an English textbook, reviewing your last texts.
He's currently filling out like the Scantron. I bet there's a proctor sitting like across from him right now as he's just scribbling through.
As you begin to like work through this thing, would this be the first time you'd taken this test, or how many attempts do you think you have under your belt?
He's probably made 2 previous attempts before this, because Cain doesn't allow you to use your powers if you mess up.
Got it. As you are working on this test, as this proctor watches you, you hear a slight rap upon the door as this giant round door swings open with a creak. In steps someone, standard Cain uniform, suit, button up, a bureaucrat. They walk in with a manila folder, red lace tied around it, coming down over to you and setting it in front of you. They turn to the proctor, nod to themselves as the proctor flips over the pocket watch that they were timing you with and just looks at you with sad eyes. I think we're going to have to go to attempt number 4 because this is technically a break in the test-taking environment.
Yeah, I understand. Sorry. But thanks again for trying, or whatever.
I'll be here.
Connell quickly stands up, grabs his things, and shuffles out.
Yeah. As you shuffle out, you inspect this manila folder, and with your years of experience inside of the organization, being well-read as you are, you understand what this means. This is a transfer notice.
Oh, man. Does it detail what address I'm going to?
It says just Cain Division 12. There is no address listed for fear of complication. It is very much one of those things where it's like, you will know how to get there.
All right, well then, Connell will head on his merry way. He takes a deep sigh as he jots something down in his notebook and moves on.
Ivy, you are alone, fighting one of those... Oh, God, what is it called? Do you know what I mean?
Dummy.
Dummy.
It's like the wooden ones that like spin around as you can like...
The Wing Chun dummies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with like the ones where you're supposed to spin them around. Yeah, that's for Wing Chun specifically, yeah.
Yeah. You are fighting a live dummy isn't the best way of describing it, but something that will effectively poke you back if you mess up. It swings and makes rounds at you as you bat it back, your own punch being deflected at you, the force of it swinging back around and patting you on the side. You continue like this for an extended period of time. You don't know how long you've been in this gym for. There is no clock. There are no windows here. You are in an underground bunker in a room filled with concrete as you spar alone on this rubber mat. Once again, a light rasp is heard on the metal door as it creaks open, and a notice is left on the floor.
I guess I would finish the round of training first.
Yeah, you finish your set.
Yes. And then I would go and check the note left.
For sure. You pick up the notice, same thing as it was for Connell's character, manila folder, tied with red string.
I will undo the string and read what it says.
Yeah, same thing as all the other envelopes. Official transfer notice, Division 12.
I'll just start heading over. Don't even think about it.
For sure. And you end up walking up the stairwell and stepping out onto the streets of Tokyo, making your way towards building number 12. Finally, bringing us to Ryuji. You find yourself locked in an office building. Office building number 12. You've been here the entire time, actually. Cordoned off on...
Indeed, I have.
Yeah. What have you been doing here?
Well, that's complicated. Well, they've tried to give me tasks that's more suited to my specific skill set, though that's kind of hard to do when you're a sales associate, and this is a secretive, clandestine organization.
Time passes as all of you make your way to building number 12, taking routes that wind through Tokyo, hopping off of subway lines, making your way there, until eventually reaching a large concrete building that everyone else just seems to walk past, almost like it's not even there. You approach the door, big glass, brass handle on it, pulling open and stepping into the lobby.
If I would like to describe what the lobby looks like, if I could describe that.
Yeah, go for it.
That'd be wonderful. Walking into this lobby, I think probably there's so much stuff going on in this lobby of a supposed quote-unquote office building that the thing that catches your eye first is not any of the scattered papers or upturned stationery or the fact that the chairs are all set at odd angles or any of the fact that the doors are swung wide open with no security locks on them. It's the fact that there is a makeshift CRT set that is on a stand, sort of off-kilter to the side of the room that is blaring like staticky sound from one of the several cable stations that are playing on it. And it's currently in between shows right now, so they're on an extended commercial break. You see on this CRT monitor sakura trees that are going past, heralding in spring as an advertisement for Suntory whiskey shows up. And as that happens, it's blaring the sultry narrator's voice throughout this office that seems mostly empty. But over the CRT voice, you can hear the sounds of a vacuum cleaner going, and it's getting nearer and nearer. And as this happens, you see the image of the cherry blossoms fade. Suntory whiskey, as the bottle is sitting right there, and it flicks. As you see a man walking through an airplane-like aisleway, wearing a very nice trimmed suit as a narrator plays, and a jingle begins to play for an energy drink, as you hear a voice matching the voice of the jingle coming through the other room, as you hear a man, as the vacuum cleaner gets closer and turns off, you hear a voice go, "Regain, Bokura no regain," as he you hear footfalls coming through, and a man rounds the corner, easily 6'1", smile plastered on his face. As he's rounding the corner, he goes, "Businessman, businessman, Japanese business. Looks over, quickly reaches over to the desk and turns off the TV. I am so sorry. I did not expect. He's like holding an open, like, vacuum cleaner that has been pulled out. Like, there's like basically just an exposed holding bag full of dust and stuff. He just drops it on the floor. Before you is like a 6'2" tall, gangly looking dude who appears to be in his like mid to late 20s. He's got like a gaunt face, bags under his eyes, but as he looks at you, for surprise, a smile stretches across his face. He's dark-skinned man with short-cut, curly black hair that has been tamed into a standard salaryman's cut. He is wearing a old second-hand suit with like a yellowed button-up and a black tie that has been loosened. He's like a guy that has been stuck in an office for several weeks, if not months, pretending to still be at work. And he goes, I am so sorry. Bows as deeply as he can. I did not expect that we would be having company. Very nice to meet you. As he begins to walk up. What does he see?
You see Phan immediately recoil and take a step back as you walk towards her. You see Phan's uniform is a size larger than it should be, something that she specifically asked for, just so it can cover more of her arms and neck. Her purple hair goes down just above her neck with long bangs covering the top of her eyes, which are dull and gray. She is deeply uncomfortable from this entire situation, as all of her arms are kept carefully towards herself, fidgeting with a hammer in her left hand. She is 5'5", but somehow feels much shorter than that. A couple fun facts. She likes plastic bags, the way that dishwashers recycle their own water. She hates personality quizzes and fuzzy carpets. And she can disassemble and reassemble a toaster in 45 seconds.
Incredible.
Wonderful. Wonderful. This, like, Clash of the Titans, just the two polar opposites of just like the extremes that human personalities can exist on, as this like warm bubbly front of just Japanese salaryman meets hikikomori, do not talk to me please, and it seems like some sort of clash is about to happen. Connell,
you watch as Ryuji just strides forward, you not even knowing his name, as he goes, so sorry to not announce myself. My deepest apologies. As you see, he reaches deep into his pocket, extracts a pristine business card that has not been given to anyone in several months, holds it with both hands, bows forward, and holds it out to you. My name is Kitamura Ryuji. Tomoe Manufacturing Group. I am I was about to say junior sales associate, recently promoted to sales associate. Very nice to meet you, as he holds his business card out with both hands for you to take, with an earnest smile plastered on his face that has not disappeared since he has walked in.
You see the first thing Phan says is, hello, my name is Phan. I'm not working with you, right?
Sorry, no, you're not working at my company. I am actually
No, I don't want to be
temporary
near you.
leave. Oh, understood. You watch as he looks down at the business card, completely baffled at the interaction of her not doing the polite thing of taking his business card when he presented it to her, and goes, I can leave my business card on the desk.
That's fine. Just don't touch me.
Oh, I wouldn't dare to. I will leave it right here just for you. Sets it down carefully on the desk. Sorry about the mess. I was doing a little bit of cleaning up. So sorry. Your name is Phan. Is that is you are older than me? Are you my boss?
I'll just say she's 17 years old.
Visibly young.
Yes.
Goes, right. I'm sorry. I've sort of been turned around by a lot of the interactions at this company. It's structured very strangely. There are plenty of people who are my senpais who are much younger than me, and I'm not sure if they are adequately equipped to train me. But you are not one of those mean people, it seems. I have recently been told to wait for people transferring to Tokyo Division 12.
You see she kind of rubs her shoulder. I'm an exorcist.
Oh, you are an exorcist. Great! You watch as he, like, his smile somehow gets even wider as you say you are an exorcist, and he goes, "You're an exorcist? I've not seen many other exorcists. You're another exorcist just like me."
I need you to please tone it down.
Right. Volume. Inside voice. My old manager told me to mind my inside voice frequently. Japanese customs, but you know, the Japanese way is the right way. Please, come in. I can try and make you some tea.
Sure. She walks up to the place where you laid down the business card, holds it up to her ear, and asks, "Can I trust this man?"
And you feel like a little ping at the back of your neck, that like tiny zap of electrochemistry that is your unique connection with objects. Now, I don't know if I can answer this question, so I think I'm going to toss this to Ryuji. From this object's perspective, like, what kind of life has it had? And I'm assuming your like suit, your like uniform pocket. Have you like treated it well? Like, what's? Because you said it was pristine, right?
It's gasping for like air.
I think, rather than describe exactly what this object is conveying to you in terms of this person's personality, I'm going to give you some images, and then you can work with that. I think as you hold it to your ear, there's a number of things that tingle in your brainstem for a little bit. It's the scent of fresh laundry, of muddy dirt roads that have that, like, smell of morning petrichor, of summer heat, of summer humidity, the smooth feeling of chamfered steel, I think you smell open inkwells, and there's a glint that appears in your eye of stationery that is well kept and well polished. And I think that's what I'll leave you with.
She just whispers back to it. "Thank you very much, madam. I will take care of you to the best of my ability," as she pockets it very carefully.
Hey, so is this the right building?
There's more.
You see that in front of you, as if he just randomly appeared, is a very thin, rectangular glassed individual, and those glasses are extremely smudged. He's a little bit taller than Phan. He's about 5'7". And he stands with his standard uniform, which actually appears to be tighter and slightly smaller than what you're used to. And it seems that he has rolled up his sleeves purposefully because you see they are coated in graphite and smudge marks. It appears that he's been writing quite a bit. He has very messy and not in like a cool way, in a very bedhead way, messy black short hair. And he carries the most fucked up backpack you've ever seen. It looks like he's had this backpack for what is probably like years on top of years. It is old. It has holes in it. There you can see stuff like poking out in all sorts of ways. But exposed through the backpack, you can see that there's a number of books, a mix of textbooks and sketchbooks as well. It appears that he is up to writing a lot, but he just he wipes off his glasses a little bit as he looks directly at you, Ryuji.
Another. Are you also a member of Division 12?
Yeah, I got the envelope. He holds up the manila envelope.
Great. I was told to receive you. You watch as he walks right up into your personal space, goes, it's very nice to meet you. My name is Rajesh Kitamura. Also, you can call me Ryuji. Bows deeply, holds out his business card with both hands.
Oh, yeah. Thank you Thanks a lot. Did you always work here before, or is this a new thing? Or
I guess this is my new assignment. I am very new to the company, but yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Please come with me. I will always treat my kohais very well. Please.
Thanks. You how long have you waited here?
Maybe 2 or 3 months.
And wait a minute. Who's that lady? Hey, wait a minute. You're the lady who told me I couldn't get off the subway because the doors were complaining.
Don't talk to me, please.
Oh. She didn't let me get off the... She kept shouting at me in the subway. It was very weird. But,
We didn't ask, so...
Wait, is she in Division 12 too?
If all is to be considered, please, everyone sit down. You watch as he, leads you through this office building. Clearly, this bottom floor, there's no one in it. Everyone, there's papers strewn about, left here, old box, computers that are, not turned on in the slightest. As he begins to walk through very proudly, puts the vacuum cleaner off to the side. He goes, I wasn't able to finish cleaning up, but I think there's still some instant tea powder left in the break room, so I can make some tea for you. As he begins to walk through, marching along with a regimented salaryman pace. Feel free to follow if you want.
He almost mimics your march as he follows your pace behind. Lady, do you want any tea? And your name? Phan. Got it. Oh, just like an office fan or something. Okay.
Businessman, Japanese businessman. Okay, we're here.
And as this procession begins to walk down the hallway, Ivy, as you approach this building, you look through the big glass doors, and you just see 3 of the most interesting people you've ever seen in your entire life. Just begin to speak to each other. I don't know how long you would have wanted to wait or watch or when exactly you would have shown up.
I probably would have watched this entire entire interaction, and then as they walk away, then I step inside the building.
Ivy, as you walk in and see all of these people, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking I really hope none of them are in the division I'm in, except for the one with purple hair. The purple-haired child is someone I would get along with, so...
Ryuji is 23, 22?
24.
24, and then Phan is 17. How old is Ivy?
Oh, I am 19.
Ivy's 19, and then Connell is how old?
22.
22. Yeah, you open the door. Would you say you opened the door quietly, loudly? Or are you making your presence heard?
Ooh, I would probably open it quietly.
Yeah, the door swings open, and you walk in. Would the trio of tea drinkers, would they have already walked down the hallway? I kind of envision them half step already into the break room. At this point.
I think we're we're getting there.
Agree.
Okay.
But you can hear us from down the hall. Or you can hear me from down the hall.
Yes.
I think Phan hasn't noticed Ivy, but she says under her breath, please let the next person be subdued.
I can't help but say you've mentioned your business about 7 times now. Are you going to mention it again?
Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah, who do you actually work for?
Oh, well, I work for Tomoe Manufacturing. At least I used to. I haven't been to work in 3 months.
Oh!
So you're LARPing as a businessman?
I am a businessman.
Well,
I am a sales associate for Tomoe Manufacturing. We make car seats for the best cars in the world, the best automobiles, and that is Japanese automobiles.
Phan, it's his cover-up.
Stay away.
Did the folder have somewhere for us to go specifically?
No, it just said Building 12.
Okay.
Knowing of Building 12 in Division 12 as it was actually left abandoned for an extended period of time. Not due to budget cuts or anything like that, just the sector had rapidly industrialized, leaving a lack of people and therefore a lack of sins to deal with. But as the Tokyo metropolitan area has once again expanded, the purview of Division 12 is once again needed for the... Oh god, I'm totally blanking on the name. I should know this. They are the Wards of Tokyo. So District 12's services are once again needed, and for some reason, it looks like you and these 3 other extremely interesting people were some of the first exorcists assigned to it. As you walk into this building, Ryuji already described it as this like incredibly messy office space. It's incredibly interesting because you can tell this building has been abandoned for some period of time, but no vandalism, nothing has been stolen. It's almost just like a thick layer of dust has accumulated upon everything, almost like it was frozen in time. And, people walk past the building, not even sparing it a glance. It's almost like you are the only people in the world who are able to interact and come in, just look at things around here.
I'm sitting in there waiting for a kettle to heat up as I'm taking some instant like green tea powder and pouring it into small cups. And I go, sorry, the break room's been running out of supplies for a while now. But I always take care of my kohais. Trust me, it's instant, and this is the best quality you can get from instant tea. Put the kettle back.
I'm sure it'll taste delicious. It'll taste great.
I will sit down at the sort of round table, gently sort of kneel down with my knees as I usually do, set the little cha cups in front of you, and I will go, please.
Ooh, I just can't wait.
That is aged.
Phan takes a sip and then doesn't swallow it and just like spits it back out in the cup.
Business guy, you just want to go for this together?
Go for it. I mean, I will let my kohais drink first.
Oh, you're so sweet.
You watch as he just smiles, like completely not knowing your implication.
Do you have water?
This tea is disgusting.
Oh, that is brisk. Oh, I apologize. As he goes to scoop them all up and goes, maybe no tea for now. Pours them all out in the sink and goes, hot water. Begins to pour out some from the kettle. So sorry about that. I'm still getting used to the traditions, and sorry for my bad Japanese. I'm still learning.
Oh no, I appreciate the attempt. You're doing good.
So just checking, neither of you are my boss, right?
Usually with the whole division deal, you don't really get a boss. It's a team effort.
Oh, interesting. Flat hierarchy. Wonderful. I've just been, corralled around and sort of shoved here and there by people much younger than me, and I sort of lost track of the structure of the company.
Oh.
Not sure.
You got the manila envelope, right?
I got a manila envelope that said, stay here and wait for people.
Yeah, we're going to be getting a lot more of those, and odds are that since we've been told to come to this building, this might be the place we're staying. I'm not sure. Or we have to wait till another very ominous envelope arrives. But you know what? Hopefully we find more derelict drinks to enjoy.
Yes, hopefully they are not bad, and I did not mean to serve you subpar quality anything. I do not mean to compromise on quality by any means.
Ivy, are you just still idling outside of the break room at this point, just like choosing your moment to engage?
I'm just like in like the lobby area where they were. I'm not like listening in on the conversation, waiting for like a moment to come in. I'm sort of just waiting for, because I know none of them will tell me where to go and what to do, so none of them are of importance to me.
Okay. Well, with that, as you sort of just wait in the lobby for someone who actually knows what's going on, and as the expired tea is consumed and then promptly thrown away, the door opens one final time, and in walks a woman. She has dark green hair with a streak of black running across it, long bangs, and a single eye patch. She wears the Cain uniform, very, like, it suits her well. It's a well-fitted coat. She walks in like she knows what's going on. Sort of comes inside, sets an umbrella in, even though it's not even raining. She just places it in the umbrella receptacle and just sort of looks at you. Up and down, takes note of the situation, looks at the TV in the corner. Well, this is certainly something. And she just walks straight past you.
Yeah, and I'll follow her.
Yeah. You all notice as a much like taller, more confident presence like walks into the room with you. She moves with authority, almost like a panther, a cat that knows that it's in charge and that it could potentially handle any situation if anything was to go wrong.
And I walk in right behind her.
Yeah.
I quickly get to my feet.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. Was I supposed to wait for you? My deepest apologies. I bow very deeply.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Connell like scratches his head and turns around. Oh, are you part of the team too?
No, I am in charge of the team. You are the first members of the new Division 12. I'm Makoto. I'm in charge here.
Oh, Makoto, very nice to meet you. Senpai, I apologize. I was just introducing my kohais here to the office space and getting them acquainted.
Yeah, I can see that. I know they chose this building because they already had the proper seals and such on it, but I really wish they decided... She sort of like looks around at the dilapidated state of things. I wish they had taken better care of things, but I guess that's just sort of how things are these days. She sort of like is opening around and like rooting through the cabinets. Yeah, this isn't great. Sort of standing up, dusting herself off.
You see Phan very rudely points her finger towards her and says,
Oh.
You're in charge?
Yes.
I want to be in a different division.
That is not how this works.
In our defense, you've hardly gotten to know us. Give it at least like 10 more minutes, maybe.
That was a joke. We weren't. We're just joking.
No, I really don't like them.
Unfortunately, that is, not how this works. If you'd like, you can file a complaint with Castle, and maybe one of the mothers and fathers can take a look at it for you, but as things currently stand, this is home.
You see Phan is like on the verge of tears. Not like going to cry, but like wants to.
So do we each get like our own floor in the building?
No. And she begins to walk away.
I just follow her.
Yeah. She's once again poking around at desks and stuff like that, eventually rooting around, finding a light switch as the building sparks to life for the first time in many, many
I'm
years.
sorry. Please excuse me, you two. Please excuse me as I begin to go after her.
Yeah.
Skye, is Phan like in an office chair? Could Connell just start to like push you and
She like has her legs up on the chair, like hugging herself.
Yeah, okay. He grabs the chair and he starts pushing it as we both step out of the break room.
Yeah.
Can I describe how you guys see Ivy?
Please.
She is 5'7". She has darker skin. She is, she seems to stand with some sort of confidence and some sort of like also ignorance as well. She has dark-ish brunette hair that reaches her like shoulders and like a little bit past them, with like a streak of just like a chunk of white bang. And also, as you're trailing behind her, sort of, you can see she also has some like white like little like pieces of hair, and she has like blue eyes. She seems sort of annoyed at the entire situation as well.
I'm like perking up from behind you, like just going like, so sorry, Makoto-san. Are we getting further briefing on how long I'm supposed to stay in the office, or do you have transfer orders? Because I do apologize for the state of disarray that I have kept this office in. There's only so much I can clean by myself.
No, you're fine. Don't worry. As she just sort of continues, like she pokes at the elevator, and as the doors sort of like creak open, she like mentally looks at it, walks past it, and starts going up the stairs. Like sort of speaking, not turning her head though, as her voice like echoes through the stairwell. Yeah, I know this is short notice, and I apologize, but I am sort of as in the know as you are in this. I picked you out of the list of promising exorcists, and she turns to you, Ryuji, as she says that. You do know you work for Cain, right?
I know I work for Cain, the organization slash company slash I don't know.
You got a pretty solid hold on things. Phan, you got your transfer orders recently. I don't know why they were staggered like this, but you got here on time. Ivy, you're here. That's good. And she just continues to walk these stairs.
I'm sorry, you said transfer orders?
Yes.
The other team 12 died today, didn't they? I was in the middle of a test.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. Today would be a bit generous use of words. I would more say, they died 5 or 6 years ago and were never reinstated.
Oh.
Wait,
I sort of...
authority lady.
Yes?
We're gonna have to, like, actually fight sins, right?
What do you think being an exorcist entails exactly?
She's like balled up in an office chair, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify, you said transfer orders? Like,
Yes.
the others, and I sort of point to the other two people because I don't know who you are. I point to the other two and I go, so they were in teams before this one.
Well, in terms of organization and hierarchy, some of you have more experience than others, some of you not so much. I looked and reviewed all the case files that were presented to me for potential exorcists for a team, and your name spoke to me.
So they are my senpais?
No,
We're all created equal, remember?
you are all exorcists. You all hold the same rank. As far as I'm concerned, you are also still within Category 1. No one here, aside from me, is above or below you.
Oh, that was what the testing was about. Okay.
Phan, we're coming up on some stairs. You're gonna have to get out of the chair. I'm not carrying up the chair upstairs.
Fine. Thanks, Chair. As she gets up.
And try to call her Makoto-san, and I begin to run up the stairs.
Makoto flings open the door of the, I said 6th story, right? The 6th story of the stairwell. And in front of you lies a room filled with beds and bunks. Unlike the last place, you can tell that this area has been deliberately sanitized all personal affects of whoever stayed here. The interesting thing, however, though, is there's only 4 of you, 5 including Makoto, and this floor could sleep so many people, minimum of maybe 75 to 100. This is an entire floor just dedicated to exorcist living. She begins to walk down the halls, sort of running her finger across some of the bed linens.
Are more people supposed to show up, or...?
That is to be determined.
To be determined.
To be determined.
Okay. Right.
Are we
And is that
supposed
just
to...
the confines of Division 12, or
Yes,
are
yes.
there...
This building, as it currently stands, as of this moment, is reinstated Division 12, and you are the first 4 exorcists. So, welcome. And she says this finally, turning around to face you all. Now that you can all get a good look at her, you can see what Ivy saw. Just a slightly older woman, I would say 20, late 20s to early 30s, dark green hair, eye patch over her left eye, well-fitted suit, well-fitted pants, shoes that sort of clack when she walks across the concrete floor. Of course, you are free to pick a bunk. The only requirement is you are a team. You do have to pick 4 bunks that are within proximity of each other, even though the floor is empty. Bureaucracy is still bureaucracy, tragically. So I will leave that to you. And then she sort of turns around, and any moment now, with a blinding flash just in the center of the room, you all recoil as all of your personal affects that you own, which is not very much, just the standard uniform, other bits and pieces, maybe a book or two. For Connell, I imagine that some of your academic supplies that you didn't have time to grab with you, all of your personal items, everything that you have ever owned, which is not much, is now in neat little piles on the floor in front of you.
My gun!
Phan, as your objects reappear in front
It's
of
like
you.
it's so much more
Yeah,
than
so
anyone
much.
else's. It's
Yeah,
so much.
like
Actually,
Yeah.
I'd actually like to describe this. What's in front of Ryuji is a lot of the things you would expect. I mean, there's like a briefcase, a second pair of like ratty dress shoes that he is yet to polish, some sets of stationery, but no service weapon. There's like a briefcase, but no service weapon in front of him. Oh, and also, I should mention, there is like a 12-pack of an energy drink that is bright yellow with black English font plastered on the side that says "Regain."
And she sort of just like looks around at the other piles of stuff. What does Makoto see in front of her?
In Connell's little pile, it's this very, very small stack of textbooks, followed by a even larger stack of notebooks. It seems like he's been trying to document every piece of information in there. But most notably out of the pile is more manila envelopes, but they are not from Cain. You guys see a bunch of rejection letters from Tokyo colleges stacked beside all of them.
Don't do that. That
That's
makes
so
me
sad.
sad.
Real. Fuck.
Do you want to go, Skye? Or...
Yeah, Phan immediately runs up and is like, "My fairest madam, are you alright?" As she individually checks every single one of them. Is like, "Alright, Jeff is fine. Alright, Samantha, she's okay." As she's checking lights, knives, there are books, different types of sports balls, computer, keyboards and monitors, shoes, power tools, hammers. There are bags, gloves, ropes, of just piles and piles of boxes as she's very carefully and softly talking to each one of them to make sure they're okay.
And does your pile just smell terrible? Does it just smell bad?
No, you see they're all in perfect
really?
condition,
Clean?
perfectly
Yeah.
polished. Every one of them
yeah,
has
she
been
has to
taken
take care
care
of
of to
them.
the utmost quality.
Cleaner than everything.
As she's fully entranced in making sure all of them are all right.
She doesn't have to use a bunk, right? I'm pretty sure she's gonna just sleep right there.
As long as it's within the same allotted area as the rest of you, because I don't think we're gonna have anybody here for a while. I see no issue with it. And Ivy, what are your possessions like? What's on the floor?
It's one duffel bag, and then like one like hard case suitcase, like she was ready for this moment at any point. And then it's a sword, like a basic like just like anything sword, and a gun. And then there's this little stuffed bunny that looks like it's been through countless events of everything, like her entire life. And it's like, you know how stuffed animals, like, they deteriorate over time because they've been, like, loved? This thing is, like, it looks like it should be worse for wear, but it's not. Like, she's tried to, like, hand stitch, like, the ear back together, and, like, where, like, pieces of the fabric have been taken out, she's, like, found new, like, it's, like, patchworked together. Like, she, like, loves this thing.
It's well lived. It's well
Yes.
lived. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I see.
Makoto looks around at the assortment of objects on the floor. Now, normally you are all not supposed to own anything. However, everyone here, especially Phan, she just sort of like face palms, has expediting circumstances, which is why you are all here and nowhere else. Listen, just please make my life easy. I have to deal. That's fine. Look, just pick bunks. Just pick bunks that are close to each other. I'll leave you to it. Just please take the rest of the day, get settled in, get acquainted with the area. Okay?
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Connell picks up, I forgot to mention his gun, the Winchester 1887 short model. And it has a sling on it. He slings it over the top bunk of the bed closest to Phan's pile, and he jumps on top.
Oh, did you want to? Okay, I guess I will move my stuff from my bunk.
You can be bottom bunk if you want.
No, I already set up a bunk. I've been living here for 3 months.
Oh,
Yeah, hold on, would you like to tell us what your bunk looks like? Like, I imagine this is very, like, SCP IKEA, like, you just took everything and, like, made, like, a little, like, hut, you know?
Yeah, I've stolen blankets off of the other things. I've borrowed them per se.
Yes.
There's like some windows that have been covered up with blankets because the light's too bright. I've like, yeah, you see my bed. It is like very like clean pressed in like a as like clean pressed, like, because there's no iron here, so it's just like clearly a blanket that has been washed over and over and over again, that is just like completely wrinkly but well folded on top of like the bottom bunk of a bed. It has like his extra shoes underneath. It has like a folded coat. It has like a summer uniform that's just sort of hung up there that hasn't been washed yet. A handful of other things. Some stray papers on the ground that like seem to be from this old company. Like you see stamped at the top is Tomoe Manufacturing. It has like the symbol of the Tomoe, like the three like sort of apostrophe looking symbols in like a cluster. And it appears to be like sales spreadsheets printed out, like invoices, stuff like that, just all scattered about there. As he sort of walks over and goes, "Oh, right over here. Oh no." As he begins to scoop up the papers and like put them off to the side. He's formed like a pile of like blankets and old people's like shoe compartments into a makeshift table and just places them on top, like stacks them and places them there, and then puts his briefcase and goes, "The funny thing is I already had all of my stuff here, so they just teleported it from here to the front of the room, so now I have to put it all back." But I can do it again. I can put it back.
So I will give you the rest of today. So I'm assuming it's probably around like 10 or 12 in the morning at this point. Like you've all sort of come together. You've reached this place. Go forth.
Do you want you to take one bunk and me and the purple one will take another?
Wait,
She has a name.
I just want my own.
wait,
Can't have
are
your
you
own.
also part of Division 12?
Yeah.
I thought you were Makoto-san's assistant. Oh, very nice to meet you. I am Kitamura Ryuji, sales associate at Tomoe Manufacturing Group.
Ryuji, I don't think you work there anymore. Didn't she
Right.
just say you work for Cain now?
I do work for Cain now, and I have most certainly been fired, because I have not gone to work in 3 months. If you'd like to take my card, that would be great.
Sure.
Oh, I'm Connell, by the way.
You look at the card. His name listed on here is... He introduced himself as, like, Kitamura Ryuji. This says Kitamura Rajesh. Like, the Indian name Raj. Like, it's the last name Kitamura, and then written in, like, katakana, it's Rajesh. Like, a foreign word translated into Japanese script.
Ah. Interesting.
And I guess the weird thing you all can consider is, like, why is his last name Japanese?
What is this guy doing here?
Does he have? Are there any visible wedding ring marks on him?
You don't see a wedding ring.
But any
No, like
any
tan
shade?
band, none of that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Usually the tan
because-
is noticeable because his skin is brown.
I'm taking bottom bunk.
Oh, you could take my bottom bunk if you want, or I'll take Ryuji.
Student guy, you.
Me?
I want to go with you. You push me in the chair, so by proxy of elimination, you're the least annoying.
Okay, I'll take it. I guess. Okay, I'll bunk with you. If he gestures to the bottom bunk, I guess you could scoot your objects over. Could you just make enough room for me to land?
No.
Okay, I'll figure something out. Maybe like a zip line or. That leaves you
I'm
to-
sorry. As I turn to Ivy, I go, I'm so sorry. I have already taken the bottom bunk.
That's fine.
Okay. Wonderful. Sorry, my manager told me that I need to work on my crisis and conflict management. So let me know if I have failed in that regard.
I'm not your manager, but I will let you know when you failed. And I'll just go up to the top.
Watches, like, Ryuji just stares forward, and you climb up to the top bunk, and he just sort of stares forward and lingers on that for a second, and just goes, works for me.
Yeah. as bunks have been decided and official sleeping positions have been declared, I think that's worthy of striking the talisman, bringing us to 1/3 completion.
Is it like a side table or anything at all?
I would describe it as like you have a lower bunk, a top bunk, and then each one has like a under compartment in which you could store stuff. The top bunk has a like thing hanging off the edge in which you.
I'm down for that. I'm down.
You see that, actually, as you look down off the bunk, you can see that Ryuji has set up has taken basically a shoe compartment out of one of the other bunks that are not his and has set it up as a side table.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd like a common area where we could put all our stuff. I hate to call you guys to arms, but could we steal like a cubicle or something and use it as a table, like in the middle of all our living space?
The cubicles are not permitted for use, but
No, I like that. Let's do
I
it.
mean,
Yeah.
I go. Sorry,
I wanna
what are we all doing here?
Stealing a table.
Oh, we're getting a table.
Stealing a
Did you
table
mean-
for what?
Common use.
Oh, you want like a table to be used just for anything?
Yeah, we put all our stuff on there, ideas, or I definitely am gonna slap my sketches on there.
Oh, you guys should come with me.
Oh, okay, sure.
I take them up like 2 floors up
For
to
sure.
where the mail room is.
Yeah.
I open it, crack open one of the boxes that have been left unopened for a while, and you guys see a heat lamp, like a bunch of other stuff in there, as I open the other lockers of the mailroom, and I go, these lockers have not been used in quite a long time. There was some old mail in here, but I sort of ditched it.
Are the lockers attached to the walls?
Yes, they're in the wall.
Could I rip the locker off the wall?
I mean, you're welcome to try. I'm not gonna.
As a member of Ardence, you definitely have the capability.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. What do you
I
want
don't
from
know if I
me?
would need a risk roll from this because I don't think it's risky. Actually, no, this would be risky because if Makoto found out that you ripped a hole in the wall, she would definitely be upset.
I think people could see the whole.
Also, unauthorized usage of powers. Maybe if
True.
I'm
yeah,
not using my. Am I using my power to do this?
I mean,
You-
if
I
you
mean,
can
yeah,
justify
the
me
wall.
ripping a locker that's been bolted to the wall. Are you just raw dogging that? Actually, wait, hold on. We have something for this. If we would consult the chart.
Wait, Emma,
Ooh,
does this
fun.
locker have screws?
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely be bolted. I imagine it's it's like a concrete wall, and then they impact driver the screws in.
Could I set up Ivy with this roll?
Explain to me how you would do that.
I very kindly ask the bolts in the wall, might you please unfurl?
You pull the locker out of the wall. I'm assuming the screws that Skye very politely, Phan was just like, what are you saying to the screws?
Might you please unfurl so that she doesn't destroy you?
You just hear
Glad we're on the same page.
and the sound of
well-
4 distinct bolts hitting the bottom of a metal locker.
And this wall is as secure as it gets. So, you put your stuff in here, there is absolute...
Yeah, that'll do it. Is that just for you, or?
I mean, do you want me to get you
Okay.
lockers too, or?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Wow, that was impressive. That was also destruction of company property.
Dang, how much do you lift? You're good.
I don't really keep tabs of that sort of thing.
Really, you got good arms at least. All right, I'm gonna go store my stuff. He walks away with his locker.
This is the caliber of Division 12, huh? Okay. Ryuji looks pale as he just floats back to the dorm.
Oh, you know what? We should all just share lockers. Phan, I'll share with you.
You're not touching any of my stuff.
Don't worry. We'll split it down the middle.
I have chalk.
Sure.
Chalk?
Draw a funny little line. Or would you like the top or the bottom half, or the left or the right side? Well, which part speaks to you?
I want the more space side.
Okay. I like to imagine the locker structured where there's a platform and there's a tall section where you would store your jacket, and there's a bottom section where you'd store smaller things. Does she just call dibs on the top section?
Yours, mine.
Cool. You two figure out how you're gonna do your locker.
Yeah.
Do you even
Wonderful.
want to share a locker?
It's all yours. I think my locker's still in the wall. And
Okay.
we're all good. That's yours.
I mean, I can bring your locker down here.
Oh, that's unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. I don't want my belongings to be associated with an act of that kind. But thank you very much. I very much appreciate the offer. I'm going to grab all of my stuff out of this locker and probably never walk in here again. And I will take the heat lamp and the variety of other items I have and begin to make my way back to the dorm.
So, with lockers, does the clock move up once more?
It does.
Yippee!
I'm also, maybe to move up the clock some more, as the night goes on, I will put the heat lamp down and I go, when it got real cold in the office, and I turn it on, and it brightens up the very dark room. And I go, it's like a little campfire.
That's nice.
You stayed here all winter?
Not by choice.
Oh, did you, like, go anywhere?
I wasn't allowed. I was only to stay within the dorm area and the office area, and they would send people in to check on me. And when we did the thing. I don't know if it happened to you, but they basically they blank your vision and you can't see anymore. And it's not like they put a bag on your head, but they blank your vision entirely and make the liquid in your ears go wobbly, and they put you into somewhere, and all of a sudden you open your eyes and you're in a testing chamber, and they start asking you to use your the thing that the exorcists have. Blasphemy, right? And they did a lot of. I mean, we spent months doing testing for that.
Oh, yeah, they do usually do that. I was a kid, so I don't really remember how it went.
You would know as he's explaining this to you, Connell. Months is a long time to be testing a blasphemy.
Oh, yeah, and at least when they did me, I had a grasp on my powers. A grasp as in I kind of knew somewhat how to activate them, but we moved through pretty quick. You said they had you in there for all a month more?
I don't know. It's sort of fuzzy. They would bring me out a couple of times per week to run a new test. I don't know how any of this works. Sorry.
No, it's okay. He pulls out a 10 yen coin. He flips it into the air, and you see it is suspended into the air for an inordinate amount of time as it even moves a little slower for a second as it falls back into his hand. Yeah. Don't got a good grasp on it? You ever practice with them?
Practice?
Yeah.
It makes perfect.
Blasphemy. Oh, right. Right, so
you would know, flashing back to that question, you can find yourself in that cold concrete room, just getting grilled by people yelling at you in a language that you don't fully comprehend, just asking you to do stuff.
I can shoot things, I think. I make things spin and go. I don't know. It's just they had to force it out of me. Was I supposed to practice? I can practice now.
Oh, no, not in the dorms. Not in the dorms. You'll get your chance, but...
Okay.
Don't you guys die falling a lot?
He's falling?
He's Vector?
Yeah,
right, that's what they said. They said I'm Vector.
Falling.
Oh,
we die from falling?
Yeah, it's
that's
most of you guys, right?
No, she's talking about how some of you got the ability to shoot yourself into the sky, and if you don't use it correctly, you will just fall.
I can do something like that, I think.
Ivy, you remember, as Phan mentions the death from falling thing, you remember reading through the blasphemy pamphlets for fun facts, and you know that the information that she provides is correct. 40, is it 60 or 40%? Yes, it is the highest self-fatality rate due to just
your own powers,
not following the rules of gravity, and just shenanigans ensuing.
I look at Ivy. Maybe I shouldn't practice.
No, and you should definitely be on the bottom bunk.
I think maybe we'll practice in a safe and friendly environment. But
those exist. Okay.
We have a lot of levels of just office floors that are with nothing. We could practice there. Especially since nobody's going to be living here for a bit, we can take some mattresses, try to pad the ground.
Well, since we're going around the table, what blasphemies you guys got? I haven't really met people who have them.
I've met a handful of exorcists, but they are all super scary. Super powerful too.
Oh, you met some ones with higher cat levels?
I mean, some of them were grilling me.
Oh. Well, I'm a part of the newer one. They keep telling me it's fresh. Flux is what they call it. Weird. But it's cool. He does the coin trick again as it clicks it and it slows.
You can make
time
things
it.
slow down.
No, I control like the flow of time
Oh,
relatively.
time.
Yeah, relatively.
Oh, wow.
though.
That is a super practical ability.
Yeah, wish I used it for only good things.
Wow. So you can make anything slow down time?
No, I can stop something though completely. That's
Stop
just a
something
little.
completely.
That's just a little dumb trick. It's insignificant. It doesn't do much. It's because the coin weighs almost nothing.
I mean, imagine the application of that power to automobile braking. I mean, it would make cars so much safer.
Yeah, it sure would.
Oh, right. I don't work there anymore.
We'll go over your unemployment in a bit. You built lady.
Right. Is your blasphemy is incredible. Do you have strength, like super strength?
No, I just am in the gym a lot. I'm
Oh,
artist.
you can,
Oh,
And those of you who know, upon hearing this, if you'd like to just take a couple steps back, feel free. You know.
he was dangling his legs before on his bunk. He freezes.
What's up?
everyone
is that bad?
else.
You don't know what
Because-
Ardence is?
Ardence. What is that?
How long have you two been within Cain?
Well, I've heard
3
you guys,
months?
I haven't met you.
How long have you've been here months, but you, Phan, how
Yeah.
long have you been inside Cain?
5 years. I haven't gone on any missions though. They usually just send me after they go to kill sins and investigate places.
Oh, 5 years. You guys are my senpais.
I've been inside Cain 11 years.
Ooh, I got you beat.
By
Try
how
12.
much?
11, 12, 5. And you see as Ryuji starts looking over all of you and goes like, wait, but you must have been, you're not so young, you must have been children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was 12.
I was 10.
I was 8.
Wait, so they just put you in a, they just took you like that when you were,
Yeah.
It's pretty standard.
this is also weird for you guys, because this guy's like mid-20s, and is like, I've been in Cain for 3 months.
Why is Unk here?
I don't know what I'm
You know
confused
these
by.
guys are detected, like,
Yeah.
way earlier. Like, even if he didn't know his powers existed, someone would have known.
Ardence is kind of like a ticking time bomb.
Well, don't sell yourself short.
I explode.
That's not
Sort
your
of.
power. That's not your power. That's only if you use too much of your powers.
That's the way I like to explain it.
You explode?
I can.
She's got some real crazy stuff packed in there.
I'm your best bet for defeating a sin, sort of, up close, at least.
Oh, for sure. You want her in your corner when you're fighting something real big. The only issue is you don't want to be next to the thing that's real big.
Right, okay. Cool.
What's your blasphemy, Phan?
Oh, I have sympathy blasphemy. I can talk to objects, ask them to do things, look through the memories, if they want to, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not really too good at fighting, though.
The purple ones are kind of useless.
I like that you whisper that from, like, top
Yeah, I know,
bunk to top bunk.
Everyone heard that. Everyone
She can
heard
very
that.
clearly like hear you.
You you watch as he reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out the badge without the lanyard on it, and just hands it out with 2 hands to anyone who wishes to look at it.
I'll, like, pluck it from the top bunk.
Yeah. Oh. Right, go ahead.
Looks real
As
to
you're
me.
looking at it, yeah, it looks real. You see the designation Vector on the thing, but like usually there's like a description of like generally what the blasphemy is, like, somewhere on the profile, like, whether it creates heat, or whether it, like, freezes shit, or whether it, like, what it does, right? This one, just, the only description is 2 kanji, and the word doesn't exist. It's literally, it's pronounced yurin, but it appears to have been taken from, like, Chinese characters or something, and the first kanji, yu, means existence, and the other means wheel. Like, a non-description.
Oh, I can barely even read kanji. I can barely even read at all.
You never learned how to read?
17.
Me? Oh,
I imagine
I'll, like-
like Phan just talks to the signs tell her what they say.
that's so cool.
They usually know things better than I
That's
do.
so fucking cool. Wait, that is so fucking sick. You don't need to read because
They're
Objects
just
talking
make
to you.
themselves known to you. Writing just makes itself known. That's so
I
fucking
also only
cool.
went to school for 3 years before they took me, so I didn't learn that much.
That's a shame. A good education is the foundation to a proper career. And, you know, a career is just, something every single one of us need to have.
I don't want to work
This
at
is
all.
our career.
Yeah. Another bomb for you, Ryuji. This is your career for life.
Right, I'm aware of that. I mean, I've been integrated into the organization. I'm ready to go, you know? So, like, what is the, like, so you guys just, like, slow stuff down? There's, like, no extra stuff?
Oh, no. I can. At least I don't use it often, but I can stop time for up to like about 15 seconds, and I can also you really fuck up. And I imagine an envelope's going to be delivered to us soon. I could set us back a little bit, but that's kind of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess mine is... So you can talk to objects, or, like, and you explode, and you stop time. I guess mine's more complicated. It's not really that simple.
Oh, you go really fast, like a vector.
No, that's not it either. Could you... you watch as Ryuji suddenly stands up and goes, I'm not going to activate my blasphemy. But, watch as he looks at you with his, like, very earnest green eyes and goes, can you throw that coin at me?
Yeah, sure. He flicks it at you.
Flicks it at him. You watch as it goes next to his head, and right at the base of his skull, where his neck is, you watch as the coin just begins to orbit his body.
Whoa! Cool. Wait, are you doing that?
Not consciously.
I'm not doing
just-
it.
Happens. And
What?
you watch as he, like, steps close to the center, like, right next to the heat lamp, and just closes his eyes. And you guys feel your bunks creaking underneath you as they begin to sort of shift. Like a supernatural force is pulling them. But when the bunk behind him, directly behind him, is moving to his left, while the bunk directly in front of him is moving into his right, and you watch as things begin to hit slightly, as all of the various objects that you guys have skidded, as everything comes to a stop and he opens his eyes, everything has rotated in a clockwise orbit around his body.
This'll keep us mixed up quite well. If we want to change up the space.
I'm gonna have to fix all my stuff again.
As bunks are pushed back into place and introductions have been made known, blasphemies have been spoken about, and the damned have gotten more acquainted with each other, I think made enough progress to clear off our first talisman for setting up the bunks.
Let's go!
Yay!
Living space!
Yeah.
I imagine that the locker doesn't quite reach the top bunk. It's just like, it's not like, it's like tall enough to where it's like a little shorter than me, I'm imagining. So I've put basically all of my clothes in there, and I'm using it as like a closet type situation.
Yeah, so it's your uniform, and then the other that you
And then my other uniform, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
And
That one's for... That one's
I
for
would
my
like to
stomach.
state for the record that none of these fit, by the way. You do have to spend money to get a uniform that fits.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Maybe put my bunny on top of my locker, and then I leave my bed sort of like perfectly made, and there's like nothing else on it besides maybe me at a time.
I think that Phan very carefully places each one of her friends and family in very specific angles and positions around her bed. One's beneath her pillow, at her feet, around the ground. They're in very particular places where she wants them, as she draws chalk around her area with a small space for what she calls student Guy to walk down from.
My name's Connell. Okay.
Okay, Guy. Anyways, we've agreed you can go down the ladder, but if you do come into my space, I will hit you and it will be hard.
Okay. Duly noted. Duly noted.
Super nice.
But for now,
Okay.
yeah, we can agree with this.
Just above her, and I imagine the ladder also has a line on it. His bed is already littered with a bunch of different papers, both notes, sketches, and other kinds of things. Some pieces of paper do happen to fall into Phan's area, and I imagine does she accept them or does she just get aggressive?
She talks to them for a couple minutes to get their vibe first.
But some of his books are shoved at the very foot of his bed into the bunk, as well as other files that he carries. And he slung his gun and his spare uniform into the locker. But they are crammed horribly into the lower part of the locker, which is much less. Oh, his bed's also already unmade and all over the place.
Yeah, you see, the thing I was describing before, the very well-made bed, a lot of stuff assembled there. It seems to be a lot of, stuff for getting ready for the office. It's, extra pairs of dress shoes, stuff like that, black socks, things like that. And you see actually neatly folded on that makeshift desk he has is another sort of suit and, said, pretty much a uniform that is unlike the standard, navy blue with the yellowed shirt and black tie that he's wearing. Definitely the standard uniform he's supposed to wear, but he hasn't been wearing it because it's probably oversized and doesn't fit him. You also see that he doesn't have a service weapon, so just propped up next to the table is a briefcase. Something that none of you guys were given or had the option of being given. But that briefcase, sort of in the top left of it, is a symbol of an upwards triangle, an upward-facing triangle and a downward-facing triangle at the same time. And within it is a single kanji that says Kai, meaning destroy. And that is just in the top right of the briefcase. And he has not explained what's inside it.
What kind of gun you got in there?
Oh, no, it's just office equipment.
Oh yeah, no, the gun, we consider guns office equipment at Cain. What kind of gun you keep in there?
No, I actually don't have a gun. Are we supposed to keep guns?
Yeah. Nature of the job when you become a full-time exorcist is you fight sins.
Right. Oh, yeah, they said I wouldn't need a service weapon because I'd probably be fine.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna enjoy the silence.
Yeah, sorry. I just I think everything's a weapon in my hands.
Oh, I'd hope so. I'm gonna enjoy the silence, and I'm gonna get some shut-eye.
Right. Feel free to rest and welcome to the office. Good to have company.
He snore every night.
I don't know. I've never had other people here before.
I'm gonna grab a pillow from one of the other bunks and try to
As you go to grab a pillow, Ryuji just hands one to you.
Thanks.
It just pops up from the bottom bunk.
Yeah. And I try to
Buffalo.
buff out the noise.
It doesn't work. It doesn't. The pillows are very thin. As you all attempt to fall asleep in your new home.
Bright and early. Bright and early, boys and girls.
Yes.
That's right. Usually wake us up at like 6 in the morning.
Oh
Usually up
god.
at 6 in the morning. I like a machine. I wake up at 7 a.m. on the dot.
I probably wake up at 8 and go to where I think the office workout space.
Yeah, I imagine you just explore for like 30 minutes until you find it. Like,
Yeah.
I imagine that the wake ups are pretty staggered. I don't know what time Connell would be waking up, but I imagine it's
Around
like
9.
yeah, that tracks. And Phan definitely gives me sleeping until 12.
Absolutely, yes, as possible.
As Connell steps down the ladder, his feet land on something that he can't see, but it hurts. Oh, fuck! Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. Sorry, Phan.
What?
Why'd you put something at the bottom of the ladder?
Why'd you touch it?
Okay. I can barely see it. Okay. Good night or good morning.
You see she's hugging her hammer in her sleep, or she was at least.
Baby's emotional support hammer.
Lovely relationship you got going there. Alright, I'm gonna figure out breakfast.
We have food?
As you walk downstairs, what would Ryuji be doing at the crack of dawn? What's he getting up to? Because I know Ivy's lifting.
Yeah. Ivy's lifting, but I think what Ivy would have sort of heard ambiently, and what you two would hear walking down into the thing, is the sound of that CRT blaring again. It's just like, you hear the sound of commercials being flipped through, channels being changed, and also just like the ambient sound of like some 80s Japanese comedy show, some rerun of it playing way too early in the morning. And you see Ryuji standing there in his uniform, clean pressed, ready to go. Like, he has kept it perfectly folded so it doesn't have any wrinkles in it, and it is way too big for him. It is like a suit that is like a standard like suit jacket that is like hanging over his shoulders. The cuffs of the actual white collared shirt underneath are like way too big, and they're creeping up on the hand itself. And it's like tucked into a pants with like belts that are just not like adjusted to his waist size at all. It's just like he is a very tall, lanky guy floating in a suit. But you know, he cleans up well. He's got his hair like well combed to fit like the salaryman style. And like on his like right arm are like 2 yellow stripes that just go around the sleeve of the suit jacket. As he has his like badge tucked into the inside coat pocket. And yeah, he cleans up nice. He looks like very well presented, like he's got a black tie on. And he's just cleaning. Like, he's just cleaning off the desks, vacuuming, all that stuff. He's like humming commercial jingles to himself as he goes, "Oh, good morning, everyone. Good to see you're awake."
Yeah. How long have you been up?
Oh, almost 3 hours at this point.
Wow. You are
Right.
You're a real dedicated guy.
Yes, well, I usually work, you know, anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day.
That's a short work day, but still.
What do you do when you're not working?
Oh, I go out with my bosses and I network. So, technically I spend pretty much all of my time awake on the clock, but, you know, 10 to 12 is like discrete work hours, and then afterwards, you know, I have to, well, show up for the company. Usually we go to some kind of bar, or, you know, we're meeting with someone, I'm doing client work. Sometimes we do client work in a hostess bar, which I'm not entirely sure of the point, but we get to use the company credit card.
Did Makoto stop by, or did any envelopes stop by?
No, nothing.
I've been waiting. Yeah, I go, I've been waiting. But you always have to be prepared. You watch as he reaches down, picks up an energy drink, basically it's like a glass bottle with like a top, like a white top on it. It's got a yellow label with that English words written on the side, regain. As he unscrews it, takes a big sip of it. It's like almost empty at this point as he closes it again and goes, all of the instant coffee is, well, it's gone bad. But I do have a good pack of this. So if you guys would like to, get yourselves ready for the workday, regain is your option.
I was just wondering if we had like waffles.
We didn't.
Oh, you're talking about food.
We don't have the money for food.
Oh, well, food sort of comes in indiscriminate times. They'll sometimes drop it at the beginning of the week. They have some freeze-dried stuff, some meals ready to eat, some stuff left over from the Japanese Navy. But
So
I don't think
no waffles.
he sort of looks at a watch and goes, I don't think it's due to arrive in quite a while.
Okay, I'll take my breakfast. You got one in cherry flavor?
Oh, no, they're all the same flavor. You watch as he reaches down into that 12-pack of Regain from before, tosses you one. He goes, you basically look at the label. It is a energy drink marketed towards salarymen.
This is
And
just black
it's
sludge, right?
yeah, it's a straight up energy drink pretending to be a health tonic.
And as he clinks his drink against yours and starts singing the jingle out loud that you heard on the TV playing commercials from before with that man in the airplane, and he goes like, Kiro to kuro wa yuki no shirushi ni 14 時間戦いますか Regain, regain, bokura no regain. And as he's singing this along, you understand Japanese, so you know that song literally means yellow and black are the mark of courage. Can you fight it out for 24 hours?
Well, there's my breakfast.
Yeah, he goes, Regain, regain, bokura no regain, as he's singing the jingle to himself, and he goes, would you like one?
No, I'm good.
Alright, suit yourself.
We get our first assignment today. We could get the rights to get our own food if we get enough script.
Yeah.
There are some old MREs left over. I have some stored. I don't know if it's enough. I don't have enough left for all of you, but...
Yeah, Makoto is not here. There is no food here. You are left to your own devices. Hours pass with nothing going on. You are just left alone to just sort of hang out in this abandoned building.
Protocol would be to stay here, correct?
Yes.
We're not allowed to go anywhere.
I think for the first time, Phan confides slightly to Connell and whispers to him this guy's a nutcase.
We're all crazy.
I mean, look at him. He's jittering.
I like to imagine he's smiling and waving at us.
I also have a television set. That was the one thing they gave me. It only has standard access cable, but the commercials are quite nice. The colors really pop.
They only got rerun channels?
Pretty much. Do you want to watch Bakatono? You can watch Bakatono.
Sure, how far are you in?
I don't know the episode numbers. They just play them in a random order.
It just happens.
Okay, so we can be...
It's a variety comedy show.
As the sun begins to reach its apex in the spring, a little bit of rain begins to fall on the streets of Japan. As Makoto walks in with an umbrella and 4 onigiri. She walks up to all of you, manila folder in hand. First assignment just came through, and she sort of looks over at all of you. I have a question. Is everyone here in uniform, specifically in dress code?
Connell's sleeves are rolled up. But besides that, he's
got, his hair is coiffed. He has, he's wearing the outfit. Okay.
Yeah, his hair's short but messy. But yeah, the only difference is his sleeves are rolled up.
Okay. Ryuji, are you in uniform?
Oh, absolutely, I'm in uniform.
Okay.
Sleeps in it. Sleeps.
The one addition, no, but the one addition I've made is that I have my business cards in my coat pocket.
I see.
He stays on
Okay.
top of it.
Ivy, Are you in uniform?
I am in uniform. I am like swimming in my suit coat though, and my tie is like just like slung across. It's not done at all.
Got it.
Yeah,
Phan, are you in
Phan
uniform?
has in every single pocket possible as much as she can carry. There are like different objects clipped onto her clothes and pants as she kind of like walking around just like jingles with different things on her.
You
No.
can't take all
Hard
of it.
no.
No, you can't. You don't. No.
You're gonna have to kill
There
me.
are rules. I'm not going to kill you, Phan, but there are rules for a reason. Can you cut it down to half?
No.
Sorry. You can't. Phan, you can't have
Strike
all
me
of that.
down where I stand.
Van, do what she says. Look, she has food.
I need you to just. I know that this is a thing for you, and I'm trying to be cognizant of that.
Oh,
However-
wait.
I need you. I can't have you doing this.
Makoto, if you bring waffles next time, I think she'll drop the stuff.
You think you get waffles? That's,
She agreed she'd drop the stuff.
I'll do it.
She
for
didn't say
waffles.
anything. She said I'd have to. You're not getting waffles. No one here is getting waffles.
I'll take the food that's in your hand.
Everyone gets one, and she just sort of sets them down on the floor in front of you guys. Look,
Absolutely scarfs it down.
Yeah. We're both skirting it.
yeah, it's like the one onigiri. Here's the situation. She sort of like looks around. We don't have a working conference room, so I guess here is good enough. She just sort of like walks over to the glass doors and pulls down the blinds. She grabs the manila folder in her hand and opens it up. Here's the situation. We've got a sin that falls under our jurisdiction. Your first hunt. Please don't fuck up. I need this to go well. Here's what we know. We think it's a hound type, and I think we have a name. Isobe. Last name's a bit wishy-washy. All we could find was an ID covered in blood, and it looks like the records that we had on him down somewhat. So we just have a first name. And I've got a building for you as well. Unfortunately, that's all I have. That's all I know. Feel free to poke around. Feel free to do whatever. And she goes around and hands out dossiers to all of you. I printed copies. Here's the information. It's the Zabimatsu building. And she hands it out to all of you. Who here has interacted with a sin before? I don't think anyone has directly had one-to-one.
I think I've seen the aftermath of this.
Usually, you also don't live.
I imagine
Yeah.
they like called Phan in like after things happened and then like investigate the aftermath.
So, no one here has like actually encountered Sin yet.
I've
very sure.
seen
You've seen
a
them,
sin.
but I don't think you've like dealt with them.
No.
Right? Okay. Everyone here has read the manual, right? Like the training manual. Okay. Hounds are notorious for not being capable of human speech and are just pure violence incarnate. They are often born of vengeance and are prone to violence. Yeah, so feel free to check it out. But please handle it. I would recommend bringing your service weapons with you. But I do need this to be handled. The higher-ups needs to be fixed, because this is under our jurisdiction.
Yeah, Ryuji begins sweating a little bit. It just got hot in here.
You got it, boss. We'll get it done.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Absolutely.
Hey, and if this goes well, that's good. That's good for you. It looks good on everyone, and you can get some stuff. You can get some script.
I can't wait to buy a fucking phone.
Those are expensive. Phones are expensive.
Maybe we shoot a little bit lower. We'll do our best.
Yeah. Hey, well, good luck and knock 'em dead. And she sort of opens the curtains on the way out, pulling up the blinds, goes back to the glass front door, sort of closes it, knocks on the window, and just lights up a cigarette outside under the balcony as it begins to rain.
Well, I don't want to waste any more time. Shall we?
Right. Let's get going. I'll pick up my briefcase.
Connell puts on his service jacket and slings his shotgun around his back so it can't be seen.
You all eventually, after transferring multiple train lines and walking for a couple, you reach the Zabimatsu building. Looking up, you see what appears to be a standard Japanese building. However, inside of it is strange. It's the middle of the workday. You would expect people to be coming and going from this place. This is a large building. There's, cars, buses, combinis nearby, other places, but no one has come in or out of this building.
Is it compact or is it like a skyscraper?
It's like a medium size. It's about 7 or 8 stories tall. It's not like a skyscraper by any means, but it's one of the standard Japanese, it's got that like white sort of sheetrock exterior, stairwell going up the side of it. Not big enough for an elevator by any means, but definitely, this is a sizable corporation of some kind.
Okay. Zabimatsu building.
The address.
Just to check in with everyone, this is the Hound, right? Like the violent ones.
Yeah, they're about like revenge, right?
Yeah, persuading
Justice.
this thing is gonna be tough.
I don't really see persuasion in our future.
You think we're gonna have to fight?
Obviously I've never interacted with a Hound, so maybe they're a lot nicer than people say, but...
Right, well, I'm glad someone has read up on this. Does anyone want to take point, or should we all go in at once?
I can't really fight.
I do have the get out of jail free card. However, if anyone's going to take point, I would like it to be the person who could blast the sin into oblivion within a moment's notice.
I'll take point.
You.
I would like to note that we are going up 1 tension, and a new talisman has just hit the board.
We have to destroy the sin within its own palace, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
To exercise it permanent.
If we try and kill it outside of his palace, it just comes back inside.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Well, we should start looking for clues then.
I think that's Phan's department, right?
Yeah, we need to find some sort of important object first, something that might have been close to this Isabe guy.
As you move into the office building, you are all immediately struck with this sense of ominous foreboding, this fear, this heavy tension that sits in the air, like a cold fog that rolls in the morning. It's almost like a bloodlust, sort of echoing down from the upper floors.
Okay.
You walk in, and initially, you feel this this vibe, this intense resonance that's described, and nothing appears to be inherently off with the first floor. However, no one is here. There is no sign of struggle, there is no blood, there is no force of violence. It is entirely empty. It's almost like everything disappeared. Coffee cups sit half consumed, paperwork half filed. A printer sits in the corner, constantly spitting out sheets of paper. What would you like to look at?
What is the printer spitting out?
Now it's just blank sheets of paper, but as you rifle through the ground, you see stuff about it, like a failed product launch, a botched acquisition, some information about the company not doing as well financially.
Do any of the names on it... Are any of the names on it the name of the suspected person that turned into the sin?
Yes, you do see a name on the piece of paper, actually. You see Isobi's name along with the last name of being Kicholu.
That's odd.
I'll show it to the group.
Quick question, admin. Do I know anything about Zabimatsu as a corporation?
Yeah, through your time working through... Remind me of the name of the corporation again?
I worked at Tomoe Manufacturing, which might be a
Yes.
different company entirely. But
Yes, so
yeah.
I remember you talking about car seats and stuff like that,
Yes.
right? This company actually worked in, like, radio entertainment consoles. So, the stuff that would go inside of that dashboard, they did
Right.
speedometers, radios, knobs, handles, and they licensed out their designs to the bigger manufacturers. Yeah, they were notorious for licensing their stuff out to Toyota, Nissan, all of these different companies. However, it appears that like new and other companies have sort of come up on things, and a lot of these bigger car companies, as someone who used to work in the business, started doing things more in-house to optimize manufacturing and to like cut down on the amount of employees and just streamline the development pipeline as it would be. A company like this with this many clients being in a building like this shows that like things haven't been great.
If he was such a problem, why not just can the guy?
Right.
Well, maybe they did, and that's why he...
Lost it.
Yeah.
we don't know if he was the whole problem, right?
That probably was, judging by the looks of things.
I'm like just looking down at these papers, like seeing this person taking the blame for everything. I think a part of me feels a pit in my stomach.
Yeah.
Because this was the rock bottom that I tried desperately to avoid. Because what is happening on this page to this one employee who was probably just like me before Cain found me. I think this is my version of hell. And I look at everyone else and I go, we don't know that.
No, it probably
But we
was.
But we don't know. I mean, it's just sheets of paper,
No,
right?
I mean, one
it's from a
person can
paper.
fuck up a lot of things.
I mean, if you read the writing on the paper, I believe it was this guy.
It seems
Well,
like
what if
he
they lied,
made...
okay?
And then he just turned into a sin and they like ruined his life? Because they
Okay,
lied.
I don't know. We should
maybe-
keep looking.
Maybe you're
Yeah,
onto
here you
something,
go.
actually. Because, the Hound is a sin of vengeance. So maybe this was their fall guy, and...
Oh.
Right, maybe it was their fall guy. Maybe the company did something wrong and they blamed it all on him.
I don't
Could
know. It
you-
says he did a really shitty job.
Oh, right, we should keep looking for... I mean, we don't know the whole story, right? I mean, you could be right. And I could be right. We could all be right. I mean, let's just keep looking.
Let's just hope this guy isn't hiding anywhere. Getting a little antsy.
Ivy, I'll hold the
anything-
pages back out to you.
Okay, yeah. I'll take them.
Can you ask the Cups if they saw anything?
Sorry?
Oh, right.
Phan?
Huh?
I'm trying to wrap my head around how this works. You, like, talk to these?
Any people, yeah, I can talk to.
No, I'm talking about he looks at the cup.
Yeah,
I
that's
walk
what I
over to
said.
the printer and turn it off. It's wasting paper.
You see that it's like flashing, it's like toner out, like it's this thing
Yeah.
is just going. Like
No, the objects, I could look at any of them, but if they're personal, they'd be much more effective. Some sort of relation to the guy himself.
Oh, let's try out his cubicle.
Oh.
Oh, right. You're so right. He has to have a cubicle somewhere.
Yeah.
People always put a little bit of themselves in the things they carry with
yeah,
them.
we are in an office building, right? You know.
True.
Can I scan the pages that had his name on it and try
Yeah,
and
for sure.
find
Just,
like his
see,
relative?
maybe where he would have worked and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
his level in the company.
Yeah,
Try
yeah.
and find what floor he might have been on.
Yeah, no, as you sort of like look with your businessman's acumen, you don't need to roll for this. This is just something like
Right.
you've dealt with bureaucracy, you've looked at paperwork before. You're like, okay, each company usually has like a special stamp for routing paperwork, because this is obviously the internet's still a thing, but Japan as a society very much values their paper and having a physical
Right.
trail of things, right? And each corporation does things ever so slightly differently. But you see next to his name a list of where a cubicle should be and a floor.
Ah.
As
Right here.
Hey, you don't think the sin's at the top, do you?
That would be a
I look at
pretty
what floor he's on.
You look down at the floor and you see floor number 6.
Floor 6 of 8. Okay, taking it back for a second. Okay, well, I mean, right here it says, he was on... This department's floor was floor 6, and there's 8 total floors, so maybe he was just a project manager? Not at the top, but near there.
Well, if we do have to scrap with this guy, I'm not excited to do it on the 6th floor.
I'm not excited to do it on any floor.
Do you think he's still alive along with his sin?
Well, we're not sure, but his cubicle is listed here. Oh, I guess it's his office.
Well,
Let's go.
We wouldn't have been called here if it wasn't causing some kind of stir, or at least if they weren't worried.
You look down at the piece of paper in your hands with a date and time printed on it. Ooh, wait, shit, hold on, that's a good question. What is today's date? We said it was spring. What's like a good spring date? We want to say
April.
like I think April 13th is good.
I was thinking the exact same thing, which is really scary to me. I don't like that.
Yeah, today is April the 13th. It's a nice rainy spring day. Looking at this piece of paper you now hold in your hands, you realize that it's marked April 11th.
Hold on. Wait, this was recent. This was super recent. We should pick up the pace.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right. If you mind,
Is there a stairwell anywhere?
You look around and you notice the only stairwell would be outside. However, you look in the center of the building and there appears to be like a tiny 2 to 3 person elevator. But as you walk up to it, you press the door, you hear the chime, and you just hear ka-chunk. And then a like screech as the sound of emergency brakes are applied.
Ooh, elevator's out.
Good. I never take the elevator.
Okay, up the stairs.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess.
Begin to walk up the stairs, and you actually step outside to walk up the stairs. It's one of those buildings where the stairwell is located on the outside. You walk up to the 6th floor, and
I'm gonna try and, sorry, as we're going up to the 6th floor, if there are windows, I'd like to look in and just see with whatever little light there is, what's going on the floors leading up to the 6th.
yeah, the floors leading up to the 6th, you see very similar in the sense where it's just like, it's very dark inside and it's very hard to see because there's currently like no lights on. It's just the light from outside pouring into the building. And the building itself already sits in shadow. It's a much shorter building surrounded by skyscrapers and like a more industrial complex. So there's not much light reaching in, but like you can kind of make out just more abandoned cubicles, lack of people. Judging by the general amount of like desks and stuff like that, it was like a small to decently sized company. Like we're talking like roughly maybe 30 to 40 people.
Tomoe was much larger, but I can tell there's the similar vibe of, everyone having been raptured overnight. Like, everyone was working and then suddenly they weren't. They weren't there at all.
Almost in that sense, where it's like, there's cups at the water cooler that like a cup has been over. Or, and you look in there and you see nothing. Surprisingly, though, there is no sign of blood. There is no violence or anything like that.
Yeah, it's like everyone just disappeared,
No carnage, no carnage.
It's the middle of the week, so, I'm wondering why nobody's working. I sort of reach up and, I think one of you, Phan probably, as you notice, like, Ryuji's picking up the rear, he tucks 2 fountain pens into his coat pocket, just like in the front. Just tucks 2 nice-looking, silver-tipped fountain pens into his pocket.
I'm going to rack up the tension, and we are going to tick up to another unspoken fear.
Awesome.
You open the door to the 6th floor. It appears to be like blocked almost. But it's nothing that would stop like 4 like basically adults from putting their body weight against it and pushing down the door. As you push in the door, a filing cabinet crashes to the ground, papers and manila folders just spilling everywhere. As you walk into an area where the floors below had cubicles and stuff like that, here you see like more offices, things that are ceiling, not executive suites by any means, especially for a company of this size, but it's like, oh no, there's like a closed off room here. This is where they could bring investors. This is potentially, it's like you have people outside coming in here. in the center of the room, there is a nice table with chairs. There's some books and like a couple magazines with articles related to the company's success. Looking down at the magazines, you notice they are all a few years out of print. None of these.
Your Fall Guy theory gets more validity as time goes on.
Well, let's stay vigilant at least.
But this place was bringing in a lot of money? What happened?
Well, if all those success magazines were from years ago, wouldn't it mean that it would suck as of recent?
I guess.
What part of the floor is the office or like his desk space on?
Yeah, I should have drawn you guys an actual map, but think of it in the sense where it's like there are 6 cubicles, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and the center of it all. On the other side is the broken elevator, and then surrounded by all the office and stuff like that. In the center, there's that like little meeting area. There's plants, there's magazines, that.
Right.
It doesn't take long for you to like look at all the nameplates with the embossed names. You like look around on all the plaques, and you don't see Isobe's name anywhere, even though one of these offices should be his.
Nope, he's not here. Not in this one
But
either.
I swear I saw sixth floor.
And you look around the place, you see a name. It's like Yuhara Meiko. Her office was right next to where Isobe's should have been.
Yuhara Meiko. I'm gonna see right next to that office if there's a new nameplate there, or...
Yeah. You look at the nameplate, and it looks fresh.
Like, distinctly
other
not
ones-
moved. There's like a coating of dust under all the other ones.
All
but
the
this
other
one-
ones have like a tiny bit of dust on them, a tiny, like that little bit of patina that gold like leaf sort of has. This one is pristine.
What's the name?
You see the name, and it says Tanaka Keishi.
Okay. I'm gonna start rifling through the desks, start looking for things.
Yeah, would you like to try and enter the room?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, actually, I will. I'll like hover my hand over the door and just sort of look at everyone else. Should I be taking point on this?
No,
No.
I mean, in there isn't its palace, right?
we don't know that.
Well, we should have our blaster take point, then I can be behind her to stop her if anything sneaks up on her.
Yeah.
Well-
I'll bring out my sword just to like have it in hand, ready, and then I'll like try to open the door.
It's locked.
Okay. Can I kick it down?
Yeah, would you like to try and kick down the door?
I would like to try and kick the door.
You kick down the door, and it just... I mean, actually, would you like to describe how you, knock down this door?
Yeah, I would actually.
Go for it. Tell us.
I like try to open the knob, and you see me already get visibly frustrated by it. Like I'm quick to be frustrated because something doesn't go my way simply fast. And so I take a step back, like sort of like accidentally like hitting whoever's behind me on accident because I just so focused.
Yeah, who would be behind...
Connell.
Okay, Connell, are you, just getting, like,
Whoa.
punched, or...
Oh,
No, it's
sorry.
just- I just,
Sorry
like,
to burst
accidentally-
your personal bubble. Do what you gotta do.
And then I see, what is it called when you put your sword away?
You sheath?
Sheath. I sheath my sword, and I just like kick down the door with like my full force.
Phan
Yeah.
gasps.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She
You
didn't
kick down the
mean it.
door, and it makes a bit of a noise,
Yeah.
and the door flies off its hinges and slams into the wall. You walk into this office, the office that was supposed to be Isobe's, and you start routing around inside of Tanaka's office. what are we looking for? What are we looking around? There's a desk in the corner. There is a PC that has now been shattered by the door. There's like a world's best, like one of those mugs, but it's like in katakana, and it says like world's best console salesman.
I'll leave you guys to the sleuthing, and I'm gonna stand outside of the door, just like watch guard.
All right, thank you, Ivy. All right, I'll take a look. I'll start rooting through the drawers, start looking for any evidence of Isobe having been here.
Yeah. You hear what sounds like clicking. You are standing guard, and you're kind of close to the elevator, actually.
No.
And you hear just the sound of clicking, almost like something bumping over a metallic surface. The sound of just... And you get this like spine up your back, this sort of like primal understanding of something.
I'll kind of like take my sword and just like tap on like the lining of the door to be like there's like danger here, like speed it up kind of.
Just like like the hilt, like the pommel of your sheath, that like metal like sort of cover, just like on the metal of the elevator. As Ryuji is like rifling around on the floor, like as you clamber, you notice something behind a piece of the shattered desk. And Phan, you pick up this mug.
Is it labeled in any way?
You would be able to remember that Isobe was not in sales. This is not his mug. This is probably Tanaka's.
But it still seems important to this investigation. I'm gonna use psychometry.
Okay. What would you like to do?
You see Phan get really quiet, even more so than usual, as she goes like with her legs crossed on the ground, holding the mug in the center of her legs as she closes her eyes and touches the sides of it, as she begins to explore the memories of this mug and the most volatile, immediate feelings and emotions that it has gone through within the last day.
You just sort of hear whispered into your inner ear, almost like it came from inside of you, not through your outer eardrum. You see the words in your mind. 8th floor, elevator.
I'm gonna look behind the desk.
You look behind the desk, and you pull out a piece of paperwork. You look at it, and you begin scanning it, and you see the name on this piece of paperwork, and it does not... This is not a piece of Tanaka's paperwork. This is a piece of Isobe's paperwork.
What am I looking at?
It's a list of sales reports. This is old, a couple of years old at least. But it shows, sales reports, product analysis, and stuff like that. Isobe did not work in sales. Isobe did other stuff, which is detailed here on the sheet. He was more of a market analysis type of guy, in charge of not in charge, but he had a valuable position in the company and sort of steering it in a certain direction, sort of helping to guide the company to a future. Looking here, you can see he's done a pretty decent job in the past. The numbers here look good. The books don't look cooked. But this piece of paper is old. It's almost started to yellow with age.
How old is it?
You look at the date on it. It's 3 years from today.
Wait, 3... What?
You good, Ryuji?
As you begin to internalize this, you poke your head back down there and you feel another piece of paperwork. You pull it out, you look at it, and you understand that the numbers aren't looking as good as they were. This one's 2 years old. It's still his name, his paperwork, but an investment in another company is on there. And it's not looking good. It's in the red. It's not in the black.
Sorry, excuse my language. Okay, I think I figured out the why as I sort of stand up and see you doing your psychometry on the ground.
Yeah, Phan is like in a voice that almost doesn't sound like hers, like mumbling under her breath. Let the voice of God speak to me through his worldly creations. Let me hear his signs. As she keeps saying these strange, like cryptic sayings, as she is like very tightly holding this mug.
I think that's the loudest she's ever been. Okay, well, what'd you find?
I think I found the damage. They put their trust in him and he made a choice and it didn't pay off.
So you think they let him go?
Maybe? This doesn't feel like the whole picture. I mean, this was from 3 years ago, and only 2 years ago did it actually start going down. I mean, he must have been working at the company for years to be able to make a decision like this.
Yeah, and if simple unemployment turned you into a sin, we'd be fucked.
No, but you don't understand. Companies... I'm like sort of looking at the other people here, and I sort of look at Ivy's back as I'm like sort of just playing nervously with the papers between my fingertips. And I go, companies in Japan, they're not like companies in other places. We're families. We work together, we live together, we go out together, we talk together. I mean, your inner circle, your family is the company. You can't just drop people like that. It would be an affront to loyalty. It would be an affront to Japan.
Maybe that's why he was so hurt.
I need to know more. I don't. This is not the full picture. I like drop the papers on the desk. This is not enough. I need to know more.
You see Phan come out of her trance, gripping the mug as she stands up, turning to you, whispering under her breath, 8th floor elevator.
Okay.
It's either where the sin is, where he is, or where something very important is to him.
Alright,
maybe that's the source.
I'll
Keep in
take
mind,
the papers.
though, the mug was not, what's it called? The mug was not Isobe's mug. It was Tanaka's.
It wasn't Isobe's mug.
I have a theory, but I don't know if it's right or not.
Well, shoot, we got no other ideas.
Maybe.
What are you thinking, Ivy?
I'm not thinking very happy. I'm thinking that maybe the owner of the mug pushed Isobe down the elevator shaft.
Oh.
Well, it is
You
a
think
hound.
she killed him?
And I think they want vengeance for their own death.
Be vengeance.
Because
you don't just... This is not enough to fire someone, but maybe he wasn't fired.
He was let go because he died.
They replaced him quickly. No loyalty. No family.
Was your company like this?
Well, I've only been with the company for 2 years, so... But no, I mean, we're doing well. Everything's in the green for us. I can't imagine a world where I would ever be forced to make such a choice. So I don't know what would happen if I did.
Well, we have our motive.
I will say that I definitely heard some strange noises coming from the elevator, so whatever
Let's
Phan
take
was
the stairs.
talking about...
The tension meter going to rack up 1, and unspoken fear is going to rack up 1.
Fuck.
Let's get a move on.
8th floor.
We are going to go up 1 tension, and you reach the 8th floor, and as you open the door, you look at the elevator, and the scent of gore is potent. You smell viscera and rotting bodies. The AC in this building has been out for days. You are one of the highest floors of the building. The highest floor of the building, the 8th floor. The elevator doors are open, and there is just the scent of blood wafting out. You look around the room, and you see 2 executive suites. You hear from the bottom of the elevator an ear-piercing scream.
Well, I think we know where it is.
Does this place have a basement, though?
No, it's just an elevator shaft.
You haven't looked at any of the building's floor plans.
Oof. Do you think that the elevator broke as he was going down
Did it?
and he just fell to his death?
Sound like a human scream? What did it
It
sound
did.
like?
It sounded like a human female, an adult woman screaming.
All right, no time to waste. Let's get back down.
And just as briefly as the scream begins, it cuts out. Just a sharp silencing.
I bet
You
it's bait.
reach this elevator and you look down, and it's extremely dark in here. Are you like looking down into the abyss, into the elevator shaft? You brace your hand on the side of the elevator frame, and it slips. You pull your hand back to your face, and it is covered in blood.
Oh, gross.
If Connell's going, I'm going to go. Connor, wait!
There is no visible elevator as you look down. It's just darkness.
Is there a service ladder?
There is.
I think the sin's at the bottom of this building.
Can I try to open one of the executive suites?
Yeah.
Right. We should check those first.
I might have an idea. Does the door open? Is it locked?
Yeah, no, the executive suite is open, and the lock on it is actually busted.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
When I walk in, what do I see?
You see signs of an intense struggle. You see, not like a peaceful disappearance, but like there is coffee spilled on the white rug. The desk is split in twain, almost like it was sliced with a blade. The room is torn asunder.
Phan,
Yeah?
could you come in here?
Okay. You see as she's walking towards you, she seems uncomfortably unbothered by the amount of gore in this building.
I don't really know how your blasphemy works, but can you like get a vibe from the room? Or...
There's blood everywhere, so it's not good.
Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that.
That is true.
You said there was coffee spilt on the rug, right?
Yes.
Is there a computer in here?
There was, but it's shattered. Like, this room is trashed. It's thrashed. It looks like a wild animal was let loose in here.
Oh, this is where the Hound spawned, or like where he changed.
I
Probably.
could see the memory
Let's
of
check the other
something
one.
here.
You
Yes.
look around.
Maybe the coffee mug.
You investigate the room, right? You're just like looking around at stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You walk in, Phan, and written on a piece of paper, not printed, a transfer of not employment, but of office for Isobe. From the 6th floor to the basement.
But why'd he go apeshit over it?
And
I mean,
you
Yeah,
look around in the room, and you see the note is written by a Biabe Keishi.
Ryabe Keishi.
So related to Tanaka
The
Keishi.
same last name as
Oh,
Tanaka Keishi.
nepotism.
Nepo baby. That's why he went apeshit.
Yeah,
They replaced him.
Probably unlawfully.
Probably not too qualified, too.
within
This
the
is,
bounds,
this is-
it's not right.
No, this is unprecedented. Companies are not supposed to do this.
I mean, he's probably where his new office is, the basement, but
How much you want to bet his palace is there?
too much.
I don't feel like making bets right now.
Well, there is a service ladder down the elevator. You guys ready?
Couldn't we just take the stairs? I don't want to go in the death
Fan
elevator.
goes down the ladder.
Oh.
You're wild for that.
Does she go first?
I don't know why
Alright,
she
okay.
would.
Chase after. Oh fuck.
She deeply trusts the integrity of the ladder. It will not collapse on her.
Well, yeah, that's not the scary part. The scary part is the Hound waiting at the bottom of the ladder.
Hold on, I'll be right back after you.
We are gonna have
And-
to really learn our impulse control.
As you, is everyone going
yeah.
down the ladder?
I will follow eventually. I'll like
I
sort of
will-
look at Ivy and go, we can't leave them to do that alone.
No, we definitely can't. Phan's gonna get herself killed.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming it's Phan, then Connell, Ivy,
Connell.
and then Ryuji going down the ladder, right?
Probably.
Yeah, before we go down, I'm gonna go.
Sure.
I'm gonna take out one of the fountain pens.
Yeah.
And I would just like to feel something pooling from the base of my brain,
Okay.
going down the stem, down my spine, spidering out through my nervous system, and into my fingertips. Like I am drawing the line between the firmament and the heavens, I will take this fountain pen, and right in front of you, Ivy, I just go down the length of it. And there is a line of grace that echoes into existence, like I am drawing on reality itself, embedded within the center of this pen. And I hand it out to you. Can you just hold on to this?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Shall we?
Yeah. I'll go first.
As you all begin to work your way down the ladder, Ryuji, you're last on the ladder. You are slowly climbing down into hell.
Yeah.
As you begin to work your way down the ladder, the blood and viscera, illuminated by the emergency lights in the shaft, you hear just a clicking behind you. Almost like it's deep from something's throat. It seems to echo in the metal shaft that surrounds you. And you look up, you look around, you don't see anything. You just continue to hear this clicking, ticking noise as you begin to go down the elevator and more.
I sort of look down. Are my teammates still underneath me?
Your teammates are still underneath you.
I'm gonna grip tight the second fountain pen in my pocket. And I guess we descend, huh?
Yeah. To hell, as Emma so sweetly called it.
We continue.
I think we're gonna have some fun here. I think I'm going to implement a hook.
Oh no.
Now, is everyone here familiar with how hooks work?
Could you explain it?
Feel free to explain.
Yeah.
So, how hooks work, the best way I can describe it is you really don't want these to get fulfilled. 9 times out of 10, bad things are going to happen. Hooks are usually correlated to sin-related abilities or sin-related events.
Right.
Once it fills to 3, bad things happen.
Uh-oh. The hunt begins, but who's the hunter and who's the prey?
Who knows? Ryuji, you feel this deep and impending sense, almost like you're being watched. You climb down the elevator, and you join your teammates. Who's first on the elevator? It's Phan, right?
Yep.
Phan, as you reach the bottom of this elevator, you look around, and normally there would be like a way to, there's like a door or like an emergency key or something like. I'm assuming Phan strikes me as the kind of person who would have read an elevator maintenance guide, to better have a conversation
loves that
about.
kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Big
And
fan of
so you're
dishwashers.
just like, yeah, just like looking around, being like, there should be a door here. I know my way around these things. Probably like an Otis brand elevator, like that. You know what's going on. Feeling around in this like half light, this darkness, you find your feet. They find purchase, and you find yourself standing on top of the elevator that you heard crashing to the ground about 20 minutes previous.
Is there a latch that could open on top?
You feel around in the latch, and your hands, they're just slipping and sliding, and there's blood and unidentified viscera and objects and just bits of people at the bottom of this elevator. I'm gonna need you to roll for this, please.
That's 2 successes.
Holy shit!
But yeah, that's really good. So that's a success. And we're gonna go ahead and roll the risk die real quick. I could.
Phan could disassemble a watch with her eyes closed.
I like that. And a toaster in under 45 seconds.
Ooh.
You succeed, but in the process of shambling around in the blood, in the viscera, you end up covering yourself in this pool at the bottom of the elevator.
Man, this place is disgusting. Oh, you open it.
Uh-huh.
Good job, Phan.
Oh, wow. Right, let's,
Holy shit.
All right.
can we leave this elevator shaft as fast as possible?
Well, the only way is down.
You see, Phan is very determined at this point to get this thing open and go through it.
Yeah, down is fine.
Phan, with a complete and total disregard for what should be incredibly gross, you find yourself covered in blood, gore, and viscera. You end up opening the hatch, and you drop down onto the floor. And as you drop down, the elevator shakes. You will feel it sort of wrestle as Phan impacts the ground. The doors are broken open. You can look into the basement. Panning up with your flashlight, you see a pile of 35 bodies. Corpses entirely drained of blood. Dried out like they had been bleached by the sun. You stare at these corpses, you look at them, and you look around in the bottom of the basement. And you look down at your feet, and you look as you hear the rush of blood, ever so slightly, as all of the blood from these 35 people is sort of just slowly pooling at the very bottom of the elevator shaft.
I want to hurry before it fills up and you might drown in blood.
Yeah, whatever. Okay.
Okay. Stumbling over.
And as we enter the basement, we're going to go up one tension because we are going into a new scene.
Do you see it? Where is it?
No clue. You shine.
Is it still in the elevator shaft?
Look around, and you all see the same sight that Phan saw.
Yeah, pretty
35
gross.
bodies piled in the front of the room. One woman hung up by her feet, head to the floor, her throat slit. Blood pouring from her neck, slowly draining. And as you look up, you see other, remnants of rope, chain, cables from the elevator tied up to the reinforced joists of this building, this basement, this sublayer. And in the far left corner, there's a desk.
That has to be it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Fire girl, can you take me over there?
I just
Hold on, I don't think we're
begin
gonna
walking towards it.
If it's a personal object,
don't-
I can check its meaning.
I don't
And-
think we're gonna get close to it.
As your feet begin to squish through the blood, where is everyone? Will
I bring out
resolve.
my sword.
Connell is stood by the elevator.
I think I'm
Unspoken
following
fear?
Ivy in front of me.
Ryuji. You begin to hear the clicks again as you slosh through the bloody floor.
Hey, Ivy, what's with Office
Okay.
Eye?
And you feel like many pairs of eyes are looking at you.
I'm not sure. You
Are
seem
you okay?
You
scared.
are also
Someone watch
go
my
up.
back.
The blood seeping into the shoes that don't quite fit your feet, saturating
Yeah.
your socks.
I'm gonna gulp. And I'm gonna be like, someone watch my back, as I'm gonna go up to the desk.
You approach the desk, and as you look around, you see pieces of paper, and as a businessman, you see the desperate attempts to turn something around, to try and save a company. You look at the paperwork, you see attempts at pivoting, you see trying to sell off ideas, propositions of mergers, declined, we won't be needing your services, thank you for reaching out, we appreciate the business, declined, an honest to God effort to try and turn things around. And
That's all we can do, right? Just an honest to God effort, because I look down and I see all of this, and I think it becomes acutely clear to me the thing that poor Isobe never figured out was that by this point nothing he did mattered. They had him right where they wanted him.
and you look around at this desk, and it's almost like looking like an autopsy for you. You see the effort of someone laid bare, and it just wasn't enough.
And I'm shaking my head like, I mean, real shame for this guy, but I mean, that could have never happened to me.
And
What
self-doubt.
happened to me was out of my control. Completely out of my control. It was Cain's fault.
This has nothing to do with you, man.
Yeah, no, of course, it has nothing to do. I mean, it's a sad story. I mean, let's just exercise the stupid sin and then get out of here, right?
I mean, you know sins span your insecurities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I keep looking around.
You
Okay,
continue
well,
to
we're just-
observe. And
We're
you look around. And as your flashlight eventually pans up onto the... You see written in blood, spelled out as if someone dragged their finger across the rough concrete. They did this to me. They blamed it all on me. I did nothing wrong.
Well, looks like you're vindicated, Ivy. Look at you. Oh, man.
Do you need to touch something on the desk?
Something important to him. Something really personal.
What on the desk looks like it's important?
There's just all of the paperwork looks like it has blood, sweat, and tears literally poured into it.
I collect all the papers together into a pile and I go, important? He thought this was important.
So he was wronged by the CEO of this corp.
Tanaka, right?
Perhaps, yeah, or Keishi.
It was Miyabe Tanaka.
And then they
He was the higher
transferred
up.
him to a basement.
That's the thing about Japanese companies, you can't fire people. It looks bad. So they didn't.
But they made him the fall guy for all the bad business.
They just make him a window sitter, right?
Yeah.
They lock him away where no one can find him.
But what was he willing to sacrifice?
Himself? His co-workers? He killed almost everyone.
His position in the
That's-
company?
Maybe.
He didn't care about his position, maybe he just wanted to kill everyone involved.
Ryuji, you look down at this work, this paperwork in your hands. And when Phan said he didn't care, you know that that's not true. You look at this paperwork, and there was honest effort here. Real intent.
This was his baby. He cared. He cared as much as anyone who could care about idea could care. Because, again, these were his ideas. Not his company, but it was his ideas.
So you're thinking...
Remember what I said before? Work is your family. Work is your life. They took his life away from him. He thought he was as good as dead.
I see. So he was willing to sacrifice anything he had left.
You want to see what he sacrificed? I put the papers down on the desk. Here's your sacrifice.
A shame.
Let's go find that. Go find that sin.
Phan's
all
gonna
look
take
at
a couple of those papers and pocket them for the time.
You see candles on his desk because there was no natural light down here. They didn't even give him a light fixture. They locked
How
him away in this
burnt
dungeon.
do they look? Like, how melted is the wax on the
Oh,
candle?
they are like stuck to the desk. So, as we leave this scene, we're going to rocket up to tension.
Can I ask, where's the entrance to its palace?
The entrance to its palace, you look at the elevator doors, and you know, even though that you've never been in the field before, you know that's what it has to be. All of this death, this sacrifice, this blood pooling in this one location. The doors may be broken, but it's the threshold that counts.
I think I dropped the papers on the desk. I'm like, here's his sacrifice. I feel like all four of us, we just look up towards the elevator, and we're like, we just know.
Yeah. You look at this elevator. Now, the nail itself, it can be something metaphysical, it can be a physical object you carried with you. And however you would like to initiate this, it is up to you. However, I would like everyone to keep in mind that, Phan, you are 2 marks on 3 marks of a hook.
Yes.
And Ryuji, so are you. You feel this pressure, this fear. And you know there's something you have to do. You have to rid the world of this beast.
Alright.
Would
We
you
ready?
all like to describe to me how you use the nail to breach into the palace?
Alright. We have the ingredients for our nail. I'll take the papers in a sheaf, and I'll walk over to Phan, hand them out to you. Would you like to get us started?
Okay.
Hold on, you're gonna need something to pierce that veil. Anyone got a pen?
Good timing. I hand the fountain pen to him.
Wrap the pen in that.
I'm gonna kneel in front of the elevator. Anyone like to do anything else here?
I will just watch.
Yeah.
Phan, crossing her legs, with the papers in the center of them, closes her eyes, and says a single word under her breath. Speak. As the absolute worst inner thoughts, every doubt, every malicious, murderous idea that this man has had is made manifest as a swirling of voices, of this like tornado of papers, and self-doubt surrounds this room as something begins to open.
A, like, not portal, but if reality was made of a screen of glass, the panes would start to shatter as the wall that exists between the human conscious and unconscious is shattered. The room you all stood in no longer exists. You now are at the bottom of a new building. Looking up, it is horrible. It is falling apart. Pieces of glass falling onto the ground. It is painted by blood. The building is missing floors. It is crumbling upon itself. inside of the palace, after using the nail, you see this beast sticking its head out of the top of one of like the broken floors. This beast. And this like intense dog, this like hound is the best way I can describe it. Its mouth, instead of being made with teeth, is made with fingers, and where the nail should be, there are fangs sprouting out of it, clicking and chattering as it has eyes that look down upon you, the three of them, dripping with blood. And as you look at this beast's form, you see the body of what you can only assume to be of Isobe being dragged behind. This thing, born from the death of his pride, his love for this company, his unknown need for vengeance.
There's no prep time. We're exercising this thing.
A mere moment to look at you before it immediately leaps, bounding straight for Ryuji and Phan. Its body comprised of knives and blades. You see bits and pieces of swords, pens, car parts sticking out of it. Every step it takes, blood gushes from this creature as it just dives towards you. Now, how combat works in this system is very simple. Once you get to 6 tally marks on this talisman, the sin is dead. It's defeated. You've exercised it. Now, the hard part is getting that first tally mark. Nay, getting 5 more of them. The other interesting thing here is technically I don't have any actions. I only have reactions. So now, exorcists, this beast is jumping at you. Blood spilling from all of its orifices, finger teeth chattering. What do you do? What?
I am going to use my ability diplomacy and ask of these car parts a single word, a single phrase that I want them to do. And that one word is going to be overload.
Okay. So, for this to happen, if we check the category thing, if I would like to tap the sign in resources.
So I can affect objects up to heavy furniture, but you said car parts, so they're not a single part.
Yes. Now, you have to be within the same room range as this creature. And as it stands right now, as it's diving towards you, it's a couple floors up. So for this to happen, you're going to have to get relatively close for you to...
Ooh, fuck. Okay, so it leaps at us.
Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the talismans.
Shit. Okay.
Is he straight in front of me?
As it stands right now... Yeah, he's diving down towards you right now.
So he's up, like right here?
Is he right on top of us, or is he just moving forward?
He's going to dive in the center of you, if you like are all in a group.
Okay. I'm gonna
start spreading out then. Yeah, I'll see where you're running, Ivy, and start going in the opposite direction.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pick up my briefcase and start unlatching it.
Sounds good.
I'll go to the right then. I'll go to the right. However far I can get.
Is there anything you would like to do in this moment?
Phan, do you have a plan?
I will allow you 2 more words to be spoken before this thing.
I think she's whispering under her breath the various instructional manual of different car engines. Of like, in the right chamber, it explodes to give us 39 joules of energy. To the second chamber.
Okay, he's gonna use his action to just move back and leave room.
Sounds good.
I think we're all running except for Phan, who's staying
You're all,
in place.
You're all backing up, Ryuji. You are going to receive, as this thing like pounces in front of you and lands in front of you, the horror laid bare. The first time you have laid eyes on a sin.
Yeah.
You feel like you're crying, but your vision turns red and you realize they're not normal tears, they're tears of blood. Anyway, so this creature has now landed in the center of all of you. What are we doing? What's going on?
Sorry, wait.
Get him!
Wait, before it
we ran away. We ran away.
Emma, before it lands, I do get to resolve my thing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so am I rolling? What am I doing here?
I believe as this would work is since these are technically car parts, this object works.
I get an extra dice to any roll involving interacting with that object.
So, to do this, you have to be very close to this. And so I'm going to say this is...
I'm with
this is
doing like a
decently
finger
risky.
gun, pointing up, looking right at it.
Got it. I'm going to say this is, like, very risky. That's tragic. So, none of those succeed, and I will let you know the risk roll was a 1. So, no,
That's bad.
outcome being much worse. So, you hold up your finger to the air like a finger gun, and what words do you utter?
Again, she's whispering word for word the descriptions of car engines in various manuals.
As this happens, the objects in the creature and the hound, they begin to vibrate, and because of that, its dive into the center of the group, it falls, and the objects begin to pull towards you as the hound barrels towards you, slapping you with its tail, slashing you with the assorted brake pads, steering wheels, and shifting knobs sticking out of this creature's spine. However, it's still bearing down on you. This creature is on top of you, and if you do not move soon, bad things are going to happen.
Wait, when it slapped her, it didn't send her flying?
No, it slapped her and pinned her to the ground. She's currently stuck.
Oh, shit.
I
that's
would
the
like
much
to. I would like to make an action at this point. I think we're all running away. Phan attempts this gambit. It fails.
Yep.
This beast is now bearing down on her. I turn around. My vision is bleary with red sanguine blood covering everything. I can barely see. Everything's a haze of pure red. My hand is shaking, grabbing my briefcase, and I see this thing that used to be a businessman. Can I see the body of Isobe attached to this hound?
Yes, it's getting dragged along.
Hold on.
Oh wait, I gained a
can
divine
give-
agony.
Oh, you did.
Yippee!
Huge.
Big and true.
Click open the briefcase and we'll drop and we'll go to drop it on the ground. And I'm gonna turn over to the hound and go, "Are you really that upset over your job?" And I will begin to open up the briefcase and throw it and begin to look at the contents inside, filling my briefcase, which I believe people thought was a gun or some kind of weapon or something like that, is just rows upon rows of very well-kept Japanese fountain pens. As I will go to all of them, and looking down, I can barely see anything going on. I'm beginning to run my fingers over each of them in groups of 5, one for each finger. Inscribing axes within each pen. And I will begin to start singing a song to myself to soothe myself in that moment, loud enough for everybody in this broken-ass building to hear me. I'm going, businessman, businessman, Japanese businessman, as I'm like throwing open the briefcase. Fountain pens clatter to the floor. I go, I'm a better businessman than you, and come and get me.
Hold on, Ryuji, let me give you a better opening. I am going to pull out a kitchen timer and start to twist and fuck with it. I'm going to use 2 psychic bursts of time stop to freeze the beast in place. Only I can move in time stop, but yes, Phan will be frozen along with the beast because the radius is like. I forget the radius is.
As
same room.
Ryuji throws open his case, pens clattering everywhere, you pull out and turn your timer. Time stops.
Time stops within an area of a few people, so it's just the beast and Phan. The other 2 can both move.
You all watch as just the world seems to lose volume, and as the beast is pinned in place for an indeterminate amount of time that I am yet privy to. Sumner?
It is 9 seconds of time stopped on both of them, and using this time, Connell turns to both of you and says, Give him everything you got as he's sprinting over to Phan to get her out of the... Because he can move and stop time.
But you just can't use blasphemies in it.
Yeah, all powers are disabled inside of it. He's just literally pulling her out.
You are just the guy in time zone.
Yeah, I am. Okay. And also, I gain one of my own custom hook, which is temporal instability, which I will mark off now. You guys watch as Connell twitches as the time the time has stopped. In the radius itself, it appears to just be a dark negative space where everything has ceased.
Time resumes for everyone else but Phan and the Hound.
I guess, do we want to resolve me pulling Phan out first, just so she doesn't get caught in the crossfire?
You run in and you pull out Phan, and how does that happen?
He quickly he pushes the Hound's claw up as he pulls her out, but I imagine she gets scratched on the way out.
You see
but time resumes as he pulls her out.
She's actively has tears down her face. She's clutching her hammer in the center of her chest and just saying, like, I want to go home.
Don't worry, I got you. All right, give him everything you got.
I spent the time that I got from the time stopping. I have oriented all of the pens in one direction.
Okay.
And I am now calculating as I am running towards the center of the room, anticipating the distance between me and the pens and the distance between me and the beast. I'm yelling at the Hound. I'm a better businessman than you. What? A little bit of demotion and you turned into this? You were never a hard worker in the first place. I am going to set all of these pens at a set radius from me within a specific direction. I've inscribed axes on each of these pens. I am going to wait for the Hound to approach me.
Okay.
And as soon as it hits a certain radius, I want to activate my greater axis.
Okay.
And spin the pens around.
Okay. Would you like to end your action there?
Yes.
Okay. Ivy?
Rylee, fuck him up.
Okay.
Nice.
So-
Huge.
After watching just everything that went down and Ryuji is playing with pens, I don't know what he's doing. I'm super scared. I see Phan crying. I take a deep breath and then I can just feel like the rage that I've been suppressing these past few days that I like accidentally let out on that door earlier. I feel it all just bubble up and burn, and I let out the brightest beam of light that any of you have ever seen, and it blinds you for a second, and it just goes straight into the beast, and you can kind of see it like burn him up from like the inside out a little bit.
Yeah. You all observe this new hole that has been punched inside of the Hound. A clean, just fist pressed through, like a basketball-sized hole in this creature. Flesh and viscera missing. The wound itself cauterized as blood begins to like pool upon the edges of it, dripping down like a gory waterfall. Yeah.
Just be quiet. Ryuji's got a plan.
I am going
as he's like still pulling you.
Take my hammer and take the pages that I grabbed from the desk and send nails through them towards the creature as I'm baiting these words, screaming at it to essentially goad the creature into becoming so upset by these words that are being thrown at it that it loses its focus for a second and might try and go at you a little more haphazardly.
Okay.
And I'm going to use setup, so you're going to gain an extra dice on whatever action you take next.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
As you yell these taunts, these vicious words at this beast,
I think like as they sort of fly through the air, it's like, disappointment. I economic downturn. In the red. In the red.
All this
All your
happens,
fault.
and this thing sees you, and it was already seeing red. It's seeing crimson now. As the only business person here with a briefcase, fountain pens, you have the look. This thing looks at you and just pounces. It just starts diving. It's going
What
to start
happens-
sprinting at you.
Yeah. What happens
so-
next?
Now your thing goes.
Right. Because I was waiting for it to come towards me. Because I was doing a calculation based off of the parameters of a blasphemy that is way too complicated. At this point, I am crying blood. I've been partially blinded by a massive burst of light, and this thing is now bounding towards me. I am not a fighter. But if there's one thing I have, it's instinct. And I think I just, at a certain point, wait for it to come closer, wait for the shape to become big enough that the calculations in my head have paid off. Because if I am bad at everything else, I'm good at one thing, and that is coordination. And I think the rest of you begin to see the fountain pens on the ground that I have oriented, dumped out haphazardly onto the ground, oriented all in one direction. All of them begin to rattle and then spin on themselves, like twisting and turning, rolling in one direction and then back as they gently lift off the ground and begin to spin like a drill bit. And as that happens, I wait for it to get exactly into a certain range. I close my eyes and I imagine like a key fitting into a lock perfectly and twisting. I imagine the world spinning around me so that the Hound is in place, everything else spins, the Baba Chakra turns, and these drill-like pens are now firmly implanted, running along a perfect ray circumference of my aura of death, and implant themselves into its head at supersonic speed.
You are going to tick. We're going to add 1 slash to kill the Hound,
Thank
bringing
God.
it to 3 of 6.
Ooh,
We're
halfway there.
halfway with the fuck amount of everything.
Yeah.
I can do it again.
Well, if
I
one
can
of you
do it
guys takes an
again.
injury, I might be able to make something happen.
That's
As
nice.
you fling your pens towards this creature, they burrow inside of its hide, another addition to its spiny flesh. However, it still continues to barrel down on top of you, not relenting in its charge. 2.
Ew.
That's good.
That's a fail.
That's very
go.
good for you. You are going to take 1 stress from this attack.
1 stress, okay. Only 1, let's go. Back when my blasphemy was being tested by the people at Temerity, combined with the people at Castle, they sent me out here without a service weapon because I remember vividly in one of those experiments as I saw exorcists far more powerful than me staring through panes of glass as in a concrete box I had sent 2 fountain pens drilling through a 6-inch concrete wall. And I think as this thing bounds towards me and bears down upon me, I go, they're just pens. Why are you so... Why do you want to kill me so bad? And I just snap my fingers and they continue drilling as this thing's head twists just ever so slightly and its jaws miss just a little bit.
I'm gonna just hit it again with the saber. Yeah, I'm gonna take the shot.
Let it rip.
Okay. Once again, but this time It's blue. Because I've decided so.
Blue.
Tell me more.
It's blue raspberry flavor.
I sort of pace around the giant hound and that's on top of my friend essentially, and I try to look for a shot that I could take where it wouldn't injure Ryuji, but I honestly don't think I can find one, but I just decide to take it anyways. And so I'm sort of filled with a sorrow in that moment, and this time the beam the beam of light I shoot is bright blue. And let's see if it hits!
You will. It's a success. You will be adding 1 to the clock of this hound. However, Ryuji will be taking an injury here.
An injury. Okay.
Yes.
The ice slides onto the hound, and it the icicles sort of burst from it, and then it hits you from that. Yeah. And you feel this cold feeling seep all throughout your body, and you kind of go rigid, and you feel you're stuck.
Shit.
Okay. As the calcified frozen flesh ricochets off of the hound and impacts into your chest, Ryuji, you all see this happen.
Sorry!
Alright.
The hound is going to take a free reaction. It's going to use its once per round free reaction. And it's going to let out a ear-shattering screech. It's going to do this at 1 stress. Everyone who has a stress here is going to take stress. Now, because this went well for the hound, and there is no risk outcome, this went better, it is not going to have to give up its advantageous position on top of Ryuji. It is going to be able to hold that dominant position. You watch as its teeth mouth just open, and the eyes, all of its eyes blink in just the wrong way, as just blood begins to spew from this thing, like needles, hitting the ground and impacting the building, them burrowing into the concrete, and this noise letting out this horrible, horrible, horrible screech, forcing you all to just clutch your ears in pain. All right, and that is the whoever else wishes to go.
All right, I'm stopping time again.
Okay.
All right. You watch as Connell is panicking now because he sees that Ryuji is about to die. He pulls out another kitchen timer and he twists it, but not as far. He's short on time. Ooh, 3 seconds! Give me that. I'll take it.
3 seconds.
Okay, what are you doing with 3 seconds of stop time?
I'm getting Ryuji the fuck out of there! But I pull the kitchen timer out, and seeing that the radius once again appears of sort of this black and white sort of circle. It's more of a sphere as it affects them both. He quickly just dives in, pulls Ryuji out, and runs him out of the beast's advantageous position. Come on, we gotta get you out of here, man.
Damn, and there's a 6 on the wrist roll right there, so you're doing really good. That goes very well.
He's just out. Okay, I'm just sprinting you as far away from it as possible.
Okay, Phan, what are you doing?
Can I make an attack while it's in stop time?
Yeah, I mean it is 3 seconds.
Okay.
If it was 1 second, I'd say or 2, nothing.
You watch as you begin to see threads of grace emanating from the eye of Phan, the sin seed in her brain leaking sin as she commands it to act, no matter how little it has left to give. Her failures against this sin weigh on her in this moment. The divine agony of defeat conjures a psychic nail that she throws in the air, holding her hammer in one hand and taking out one of the pages in the other. And just before the nail falls back to the ground, she slams the nail as it punctures the center of the page, guided by the path of the nail, impaling directly into the sin.
So,
and it is going to take 1 talisman.
Okay. It is at 5 of 6.
As it shreds through the paper, taking the page along with it into its flesh, as it screams out with these words, embedding itself into its mind.
Okay. this creature, it like begins to roll around in agony and being reminded of its like reason of existence, the entire reason it was born. This hatred for this company made manifest once again, psychically attached to its flesh.
But I'm gonna spend a psyche to roll twice for my saber.
Not good. That's a 2.
Oh,
That's a 3.
Oh god, okay.
oh
Okay.
no!
Wait.
Neither of those work.
Hold on.
You're about to get injured.
I'm gonna use my ability.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. What did you just try and do? Clarify.
Saber.
How exactly?
The beam of light. So, I guess
Is it fire?
yeah.
I'm gonna use my ability. I'll do it myself. And I'm gonna step in, point my finger at the sin, and to the car part say ignite. I get to roll an extra dice, and this might make you succeed.
Okay.
I take
Come on.
1d. I take 1d3
Yeah, I
plus
was
1
about to say.
stress.
I think if you fuck this up, the both of you are about to get cooked.
So
no.
you rolled a 3.
I rolled a
and
3? Okay.
Or you rolled a 3, and I rolled a 1 on the risk table. So
Oh, we're so good.
I don't
Both of
know
you are
how-
This is
in
bad.
so much trouble.
Yeah, I don't know how much stress you're taking here. How much? Because
Holy
you get
shit.
automatically through your ability, right?
I mean, at this point, with what you've rolled,
Me?
injuries.
Yeah.
Skye, how much do you have?
It doesn't flow over, so when I'll do it myself. I cannot take an injury with it.
Okay, so I think that's going to bring you to your max.
Yes.
sin,
I'm at
right?
my max stress.
Or your max stress.
Yes.
So you're 1 away from taking an injury.
Correct.
Okay. And 1 on the risk. I'm gonna say you, in your attempt to do this, you fall over yourself and you end up tripping on.
Wait, Emma. Before that,
Before.
Wait.
What is this bullshit?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait. So.
Uh huh.
look at this sin.
Nope.
Over the
You can't
past
look at it.
couple hours, I've
Uh-huh.
understood a couple things about this person. One is that they are deeply, deeply insecure. I am going to counter them, and I am going to answer one of their trauma questions and say, you were transferred here because you couldn't do your job, and someone else did it better than you. And
Okay.
any stress that might have been suffered is reduced by 1d3.
2.
Yippee!
Great.
Right, so it's still at 1 HP.
And yeah, Naren, let's go.
It is your turn.
Negative
I'm out of
2.
turn.
All right.
You got something
I am
left in
half
there?
frozen. I'm like holding on to you as you're like carrying me back. I go, Connell,
Yeah.
do you trust me?
Yeah. Right now, I fucking do.
Do you want to see the wheel?
I don't know what the fuck that is, but sure.
Do you trust me?
Yes.
Okay, and I put my 2 fingers on your forehead. You feel something begin to spread throughout your body. I'm going to, with his willing consent, inscribe an axis into him.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, Gun, get closer to that thing, and I pull out my last fountain pen. The one remaining in my pocket. Halfway between me and that thing.
All right, you got it. He pulls out his shotgun and he quickly takes a deep breath. He charges the monster.
As it's running towards it, holding up my last fountain pen, I just whisper into it, Bhava Chakra. And the pen begins to spin. I will use a Psyche Burst to give myself advantage.
Okay.
And I will also use the work to take 2 points of stress and give myself another die of advantage.
Okay.
Go.
You okay?
He's on death's door. He's about to. You are
You are
one step
bleeding
from dying.
profusely. I would just like, you are fucked. Is this
Always
like
gamble!
Okay, girl.
This is Gojo hovering over Toji. Like that's a
Yeah.
yeah.
ああ、そうか。そうだな。そうかもな。
Okay, I'm going to, yeah, I take 2 stress. That is 3d6 of advantage, I think.
Please.
That's a
How
4.
much risk though? How much
I
risk?
mark off my last psyche burst. Oh, should I roll the wrist die? Oh, you're rolling it.
She rolls it.
Oh, oh,
What was that?
cinema. 6.
What? Yes!
Ah!
Yes, yes!
Naren,
Yes!
how do we dispatch this thing?
Yeah. What? How does it die?
I think this is up to Ryuji.
As you walk forward, what you see inscribed within you, running up the base of your spine, snaking along your neck, and up through the top of your skull, is Ryuji's grace. The grace that gives exorcists power, the same grace that you see in these fountain pens littering the floor, these little lines inside them, and you understand that this grace is harmless, but an activation condition for a greater effect. And you know this because you look down and see a great wheel beneath your feet, spinning. It is the wheel of the universe, the turning of celestial bodies, and you are its axis. You are at its center. All things melt away. The spinning pen between Ryuji's hands on one side of you becomes a dagger, and that dagger becomes a sword, that becomes a flame, that becomes a point of light that orbits around you and collides into this monstrous thing, unraveling it into spiraling ribbons like it is being chamfered by a great drill bit, and where there once was a monster, there is none.
Holy shit. Am I glad I trusted you?
I'm still sorry about
Holy
that,
fuck.
Ryuji.
Wow.
No, it's
Oh,
alright.
yeah.
Here, can you pick me up?
Yeah, I got you, pal. Here, come here, pal. Come here, pal. Hey,
I'm like slumping against the wall. Ugh.
hey, buddy. Hey, you can use me for weight. Don't worry.
You watch
Wow,
as the execution of this sin, this stain that has been wiped away, turned into nothing by the pure divine rotation of the universe, unraveled into nothing but molecules, lost in
Wow,
the
you-
forever sin.
Wow, you killed the shit out of that thing.
You
That's my...
watch as the building begins to decompose behind you. The glass that makes up this reality slowly beginning to crack as it shatters and chips, reopening the window into the waking world, the realm in which you all... The truth in front of the eyes instead of the lies behind them. As you can all jump through the portal and end back up in the basement.
You saw it, right? You saw it?
That was one of the coolest things I think I've ever seen. I'm gonna be drawing all about this.
That's,
Look out for some sketches.
I hold up my finger and like a piece of ice just orbits around it. That's Bhava Chakra. That's my vector blasphemy. It's a weird one.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like it before, but it was incredible. Thanks. Well, you saved us all too. Well, including yourself. He's like still hobbling you out.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. And Ivy, don't worry about it. You did what you had to do.
Are
We
you
all put in the work.
okay?
No, not at all. I feel terrible.
You are
Yeah,
bleeding profusely, in fact. Just
Yeah, let's get him to a Cain hospital.
They have
Okay.
those.
oh yeah, no, you guys get access to really good medical care if you can survive and make
Ooh,
it there.
yes!
Being the keyword, as you all step out of the elevator and climb back out from hell, ascending from the bloody depths and stepping out onto the roof of this building, pushing your way out of the shaft as a light rain begins to fall on you. The sins
Alright.
washed away.
You know what? I feel like having some Suntory whiskey. Have you ever had Suntory whiskey? I keep seeing commercials about it.
Only condition is let's get our sanctioned indulgences passes first with the new script you just earned us. Am I right?
I
Money.
make money here.
Oh no, we're gonna get a payout for what you just did. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Great.
Let's get you to a hospital first.
Yeah.
And you look down from the top of the building, and standing there, waiting by a black SUV, is Makoto. Cigarette in one hand, umbrella in the other. She notices you, and then begins to smile and waves at the bottom.
You seem
As
like
you-
she's in a good move.
As
Move?
you begin to make your way
Mood,
down
sorry.
from the roof
Oh yeah, sorry, the wounds.
and approach the car. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Yay!
Yay!